Get hype.
Should probably. I'm gonna refresh this page real quick just to see if it's back up. Yeah, okay, now I can see it.
Yeah, I had to refresh too. Bruggles, how you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. How are you guys doing?
Just vibing out and watching some cool game.
Yeah, we're doing well. We had to witness a reset because Simi was playing on the practice ROM apparently.
Nice. All right. So
So we have the classic rock luck again.
Oh, gate, please.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is like extremely inconsistent.
I think what I do is more consistent, but it might be mentally just just a pseudo thing.
Yeah, looks like Simi got back in time though. That's good. All right. I think Baachan is unplugging his controller. Yeah.
Yep, looks like it.
Yeah, otherwise I don't think it would have been that slow.
First try, let's go.
And again, he's gonna actually do the game over here to get the boss flags like right at the very start.
Oh, he's saving, okay.
Yeah, he keeps almost
I think-
forgetting.
I think last time he had one less heart, so when he did back in time the second attempt and got it, then he already was down to one heart. Seemed like maybe I missed something there.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, this works basically the same as Force Temple Back in Time. It's just earlier, and the only reason it's slow is basically because you have to not skip some cutscenes on the way to the Master Sword.
Kind of odd, like the cutscenes don't like mess up something or
Yeah, so there's cutscenes that will reset your boss flags if you skip them in Grove. I think it's the one like I forget if it's the one where you enter or like the one after the Howling. I think it's the one after the Howling Stone. And then there's one like the arena one. You can't skip that one either.
I'm giving the Boko a little bit of a slash there.
Yeah, I'm a little curious how many people do that. I saw Bruggles doing that and I'm like, oh, that's a pretty good idea. So I don't know.
It's either
Yeah, I
that or
think
you can shield it afterwards.
I think it loses like half a second over just rolling straight to the chest, but it's more consistent because then the goblin can't swing at you.
Hmm.
Because I think if you get hit, it's like a second. So I just prefer to slash at it. It's easier.
When I see a 246 key, maybe.
What's a 246 key?
Well, when Twilight Princess speedrunners start running this game, they try to break this cage up here as low of a time as possible. And as you get really good at this game, you realize that getting sub 4 is incredibly hard because frame perfect rolling is during lag plus slopes is just awful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much.
it's horrible. I think my best is like a 405 or something. It's just impossible.
My best is one frame below sub 4.
Beautiful.
One whole frame. I love
I'm gonna
bonking
be
into the loading zones.
yeah, that's a classic. All right, does Simi do the hard goats route or the easy one?
I think he does the easier one. I
Nice.
think.
No, looks like the harder one.
Well, maybe he's a Wii runner. He'll forget and go the wrong way.
I don't think he's run
Yeah.
Wii in a long time.
I really don't think that the harder one is really all that much harder. I did some testing with them last night, and my times are basically the same.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I think it's a little weird. Like I tend to play it a little safe, so I lose a few seconds anyway. Maybe I should just do the one like the easier one.
Ooh, we got Pog slide off that. And good goats. No Howards today.
Yeah, I think you guys are just bad at the easy route because you haven't actually practiced it very much.
I practiced the hard route a lot, so it's like,
Exactly, so it's a bad comparison.
I suppose. You're just good at whatever you practice, I guess.
Yeah.
Forehead.
So now we have Bo. Bo is kind of the worst.
Yeah.
Um, it's basically rock paper scissors, but you also have to mash really fast. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's just RNG. It's especially annoying in races because it can just desync runners really quickly.
So
I
can
guess
goats and gates, so
yeah. Basically in the first 7 minutes, you just have a lot of things that are really annoying for races. So yeah, you'll see here. I don't know if
Not bad, not
Simikins
bad.
goes for the single push, but yeah, okay. So if you slap Bo and then push him, you can get him off in one push. But like I said, that's RNG, so you have to get lucky. But that was pretty good for the most part.
Baachan had some pretty good goats too. It was 33. Decent race setting. Fatigue? Loss.
There we go. So
That's the RNG we want to see right there.
yes, that was a perfect second cycle phase, whatever you want to call it.
Really good time actually for Iron Boots. Jeez.
yeah, for a
Yeah.
race, this is amazing.
First attempts, this is amazing in my opinion. I'd take this any day.
Yeah.
Well, so would I, but like it's not, like a 7-1x or something.
I've had like 5.71x in like 1,500 attempts. I just don't rely on it.
I've had 0 in 500 attempts.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you'll notice Simikins saved there. That's going to be useful later for getting boss flags, which I guess I don't know if you guys explained it when Baachan did it, but yeah, the effects of it will be more apparent later.
Yeah, you get monkeys from it basically, and then can get the toad early.
I never knew until just the other day that the King Bulbin 1 fight is on the same map as the Back in Time map.
Yes.
I had no
That's
idea.
right.
It's like it just works out so perfectly.
Yeah.
Ooh, Baachan gets a good second phase too. Let's go. Ah.
Oh,
Oh, there
okay.
it is. There it is.
Okay, it works out.
Threw him on the ground.
But yeah, you can kind of see how brutal the Iron Boots split can be in races. It's like really easy to split the runners apart on this split.
About a minute and a half split too because of just RNG elements of the first thing. Bakken had like a fourth try gate clip or something like that. Which is just really bad RNG if it's a 50% swing that gets you in.
Yeah, I mean he lost I think 36 seconds or something like that to the safety bit because optimally it's like 53 seconds and I think he got a 129.
Oh, I suppose, yeah. I don't know about you guys, but there's something oddly satisfying in watching a low bitrate stream of Twilight Princess.
Really takes you back, doesn't it?
Feels like the first time. Speaking of Simikins, he's in the sewers right now, which is a very... If you just skip all the cutscenes, it doesn't exactly make sense how you got here, but it's kind of just setting up for Ordon when we go back for Sword and Shield skip. Simikins did get the box break, but Baachan didn't, sad.
I mean, obviously, that right there is going to decide the run. That like
right
3
there.
frames, yeah.
So Simikins is going to be going up this hilarious rope tower, and gets a first text trigger there. And that kind of yells at you and says, "What are you doing?" And we all know the answer to that.
Speedrunning?
Losing time, obviously, is the answer.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot.
Now, Nintendo did not go out and study ropes before building their games, so you may see some interesting physics with the ropes later on.
You may see some interesting physics with the ropes. You can see interesting physics just generally. You could have stopped your sentence there. I mean, we put on iron boots to fall faster. Like, come on.
Hey, doesn't that make sense in real life though? If you put on your iron
No.
boots in mid-fall, you fall faster before you take them off before you land.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, because the floor is magnetic, right?
Every time Midna talks to you, or you technically talk to Midna to do these Midna jumps, there's a 1 frame that you can potentially mash and get a 1-second time save. So this whole split is just hoping that your mashing is good enough to get free time saves.
Well,
Yeah, pretty much.
and also hoping that the birds don't own you at the very end.
Oh yeah, definitely. That can. Oh my god, I hate those card rocks.
I have died to them multiple times.
You've died to them. I think I only died to them once ever. I don't even remember it though.
I think I've died there like twice within the last 3 weeks.
That's horrible. I am so
Yeah.
sorry.
But did you warp away from Arbiters last night? Just kidding. I've never done that.
All right.
Hello, Hugo, my old friend, huh?
Yes. So here we have a trick called Sword and Shield Skip. Basically, this trick is required in any percent because when we do back in time, it changes the state of Ordon, so you actually can't go get the normal Ordon Sword and Shield, and because of that, then Midna will always try to tell you like, oh hey, what are you doing trying to go into the twilight? You don't even have any weapons to defend yourself.
Boy, you sure are thick.
Boy, you sure. Oh yes, I love that
Yeah.
line.
Of course, it's really funny because you have a sword and a shield on your back already, and she's still
Yeah.
like, no.
So we're gonna have to use Hugo here to do a long jump attack over the trigger, and perfect.
How'd
that
that
was
work?
very fast.
I really thought that was gonna fail. I think it's the
Yeah, that
16
looked
by
like
9 is
short.
throwing me off.
But yeah, that was really, really good by
That
Simikins.
was
Basically, we have to lure Hugo into a pretty specific position and then attack him in a specific way to go flying over the trigger on the ground, where Midna will tell you to go back and get the sword and shield and land in the trigger where she takes you into the twilight. So yeah, it's one of the most difficult tricks in the game, probably. It tends to be a roadblock for newer runners, so the fact that Simikins did it that fast is very, very impressive.
He got a sub 14 enter Pharaon, dude. That's insane.
In a
Yeah.
race. Yeah,
In a race,
that's
yeah.
With safe bit.
Yeah.
Like,
So
he should be 20 seconds ahead.
Yeah, I mean, basically, this entire run difference so far is just like just showing how much RNG plays a role in this game. Like, there's a ton of RNG with Hugo, like how he swings and, you know, where he decides to swing from when you push him into position, like where he spawns in the first place. And then we saw like all the RNG with the goats and Bo and like, oh my gosh, and the gate. It's ridiculous. It's very rough.
Oof.
Yeah, that sucks.
The sad part about failing Hugo is that no matter what, you always have to void out and reset up the whole trick. So you get one attempt at it, which was basically the biggest road barrier here. If you just had like one more point of health, it'd be different.
Yeah, unfortunately that loses like a minute 15 or something like that.
About a minute, yeah. Simikins is getting the Pharaon or Vessel and starting his tier collection hunt. Be doing a bunch of interesting strats just to speed up the bug collection quest subtly.
Yeah, you're gonna see him not pick up a bunch of tiers right after killing the bugs, and that's because you can't actually grab them right away. So often it's faster to pick them up later when they're directly grabbable and you're like going back by the same area. So this is one of the differences of Bite Route is that instead of
Simikins is going to be getting the clearing Fair and Twilight, whereas I don't. Baachan, I don't think will be. Or
no, he
actually,
is.
no. Yeah, he is. He is. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also doing Bite. He's just doing a slightly different lake bed route. It's unfortunate.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Baachan is having some difficulty with Hugo, but hopefully he will get it soon.
I never trust the slide method for races at all.
You never
For
trust the
Hugo.
slide method for races. Why not?
I can get Hugo 100% consistent with the no slide method, but when I do slide, my timing is just not as there, I guess, because the no slide method, you basically just press A whenever.
All right, makes enough sense.
But that trick is there's just so many tiny, seemingly unnoticeable variables. It's just rough.
Yeah. That's yeah. Like I said, definitely one of the most difficult tricks in the game, just because it doesn't really look that difficult, but it's very very precise.
It does not look that difficult, and then you spend 6 hours trying to get
Yep.
it one time. Nice early cycle.
Simikins in the next area is going to be doing EMS. So EMS stands for Early Master Sword. Basically, we're going to use the Shadow Beast on the left here to get up on the ledge out of bounds, and then navigate out of bounds and get to the Sacred Grove early. Unfortunately, not getting it first try, but
Was that beast too far away from the wall?
yeah, I think Simikins was
His
too far away.
timing was off too. He went like really late.
Yeah, and we need the shadow. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we need the Shadow Beast to swing in a specific way, or else I think it's possible to do it with the different swings, but it's by far the easiest and most consistent with a certain one of them. So if the Shadow Beast doesn't give you that one, then you just let it hit you and hope it gives you the correct one. But so yeah, now we have Simikins going through the Sacred Grove, and there's really not much to talk about here. It's pretty vanilla, I guess.
Baachan successfully getting into Pharaon on his third attempt, I think.
Yes, I believe so.
Yes.
Which is still pretty good for a race, to be perfectly honest. So
once you get out of early game, it's just relatively smooth sailing from there.
Yeah, there are definitely some hard tricks, but overall, the first 30 minutes are the most grueling by far.
Yeah, let me just say, we're not out of the woods yet, and I mean that in more senses than one. There's plenty of hard tricks left, so let's not say just yet that like there is clear sailing from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely plenty of things that can throw monkey wrenches, but I feel like the variables definitely do become a lot less to worry about. There's definitely no Hugo swinging or Jamal swinging or Bo swinging.
Yeah, you don't have to
Yeah.
worry about RNG for pillar clip or like rupee roll or anything like that. That's just
Yeah.
execution, which is nice, but it's sometimes still not very easy. So
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make the tricks any easier, but at least if you fail, you know that it's your fault. And then
Well, those
you can
tricks are
rectify it.
really easy when you're on a bad run. Keywords when you're on a bad run.
Yeah.
You like know you're on good pace, and then you hit that A button and get gorge void, and all of a sudden just something changes in my brain.
Oh my, tell me about it, dude.
And then I fail rupee roll. Just I never fail it, and then I get a good run, and then I fail.
I failed it for
Every
the
time.
first time in a long time, like during the seeding race the other day.
I failed it, and then backed it up with the other rupees, so that was all right.
Hmm.
It only lost about 20 seconds to do the backup.
Yeah, which is pretty nice, but it doesn't lose that much.
Better than the 1 minute. Oh hey, puppets and a Skull Kid fight.
So, you might notice that Simikins is just trying to is just picking up a bunch of stray rupees, and that's because later we need to um, repair the cannon to get to City in the Sky, and we need 300 rupees for that. So any rupees that we can get just randomly all over the place will help contribute to that. And now we have the Master Sword puzzle, which either you love it or you hate it. I guess it can either be a really fun puzzle or a huge roadblock for casual players. But we just memorize the pattern.
What's this puzzle?
What was that, Dean?
Yeah, speedrunners. What puzzle?
Yeah. We just memorize the solution and get through it in a very short amount of time.
you know, I don't think
If
I've
you-
ever met a single person who actually likes this puzzle casually at all.
It was rough, yeah. But as a speedrunner, visually, it's just an A pattern. Like if you superimpose an A over the grid, it would be that for the most part. And a Master Sword's time at 23, dude. He is flying. Holy moly.
Yeah, it's a very good bite time.
He's flying.
And their Baachan also got EMS. So
Is this the cutscene he's gonna not skip, or the next one?
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's,
Well, both
it's
of
the
them.
one after the Howling Stone. He can skip this one.
Oh, he can?
Yeah, you just can't skip the second one after the Howling Stone.
He's gonna
So
save
like,
too.
Yes. Yeah. He's also gonna save here for something later.
that's to get
They're
boss
about
flags.
45.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's to get that later, because he can just howl the Howling Stone to get one boss flag to go into Deku Toad, I think, for whenever he's going into Lake Bed.
Interesting. This game, the way that it like has flags set, it's so interesting.
Yeah, see, so he has to watch this cutscene, otherwise the flags get unset.
You skipped the first cutscene out of the Hellstone, but not the second one here.
Right.
Yep.
And then I believe he will also be watching the cutscene later when he jumps into the arena
That's
to
correct.
fight
Yes.
Skullkid. Right.
hmm
For Ook?
No.
No. Like when you jump down into like the open area to fight Skullkid,
Oh, okay.
like before the puzzle. Yeah. Can't skip that cutscene either. Skipping either of them would clear the boss flags, which is not what we want.
If there was more stuff to interact with on the title menu in terms of flags, we could probably do something more with it other than that, but it's not Skyward Sword. Nice 2-minute long cutscene there for Simikins. Nice little break.
I mean, you still have to like mash the controller, but yeah.
Yeah, you get 50 seconds before the first text and then like another 20 seconds.
It's not quite 50. It's like 47. Close
Oh
enough.
my gosh, dude!
I mean, but those
Speedrunners.
2 seconds could make a difference if you're like going to get water or, you know, going to the bathroom, and like you sit there for 2 seconds on the A button rather than being back in time, you know?
Or like that one dude who was racing the other night who would like think he was going into loading zones and then not be in the loading zone.
And who was
That's
that
kinda silly.
exactly?
I don't know, some late night Degen.
Yeah, did his name rhyme with like being what rhymes with machine? Dang it, whatever.
Definitely called out without being not even subtly called out. Ooh, purple mist, let's go. Best part of the game for lag.
Yeah, we get to roll through the Kool-Aid here.
Something we didn't mention about Simikins is Skull Kid fight here with the puppets is you only need to kill one of them, of the Skull Kid or the puppets, for him to be attack vulnerable. The more you kill, the more like lag frames end up happening. So
Now,
just very
cuisine
subtle
doesn't
timing
rhyme
there.
with machine. Oh gosh.
Cuisine.
Yeah, that doesn't rhyme.
Is there actually any words that rhyme with machine?
I don't even know.
Now you can skip this fight actually, if you wanted to do EMS again or a variation of it.
Yeah, but
Gasoline.
it's slower.
It isn't actually. Have you seen the task?
Are
Easy.
you talking about like just doing normal EMS again and then going around?
No, there's another EMS spot that's
Oh, okay.
on the far upper wall area.
Hmm.
Pristine, mean, green, seen, lean, clean.
Yeah, but it has to have like the sheen part of it. Oh, yeah, I should have said I should have said bean sheen or something like that.
Well, he saved. He's doing save bit.
So yeah, we
Got it
can
first try.
we can jump attack past the loading zone there and void to do back in time, which lets us do something known as back in time equipped. And then now Simikins has boss flags. I don't know if one of
Easy.
you guys want to explain it a little more than that, but I don't know.
I mean, not really, but
Yeah, it's not really
It's kinda
important.
It's one of the more
complicated.
complicated parts of this game technologically.
They're
Yeah.
they're both gonna do bite again later. The problem is okay. You need a very specific type of file to do back in time equipped, and basically to get to Kakariko, you need a specific file, and it like continues you from that file. It's just warping you to that spot, so we can't actually use that file from Bo to continue the run after getting the
Wow.
boomerang here.
RNG.
Um, so that's why we have to finish Far and Twilight, is so that our main save can be able to do back in time equipped, so we can kill King Boblin.
Do they warp to Kakariko Village? That way, basically.
Yeah, so they back in time equipped with their main save after finishing Far on Twilight, and then like warping back and getting the hidden skill and whatnot. And then that puts them in the King Boblin 1 fight, which puts them in Kakariko once they beat it. It does have the side effect of like there's certain things in Kakariko that you can do after beating King Boblin 1, which they're going to take advantage of. Notably, I think there's a actually I don't know if they get this, but there is a 200 rupee in the bell above the Kakariko Sanctuary, which they could technically get, but I don't think it's in this particular route because you get 100 rupees on the way to Zora Armor or something like that.
I don't know how you would get the rupee out of the bell.
Bomb and Boomerang. It's pretty
They don't
easy,
get bombs
actually.
though, do they?
No,
Oh yeah. Well,
they
that's
don't.
probably the reason why they don't get it in this route.
I
Yeah,
suppose.
so right there,
You can't.
Simikins was able to one cycle Ook because we have the Master Sword. If we didn't, then it would take 2 cycles.
So you can actually get the silver rupee without bombs, but it's not very fast and is kind of dumb. What you have to do is you have to actually do map glitch in Kakariko, then open a door, which gives you door storage, so you can roll up to the top of Sanctuary and slash the bell.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound very fast.
No, it's not, but it's technically a thing.
Time to finish up the Twilight.
It's going to be very difficult.
Oh my gosh, what's wrong with Link's body? Oh my gosh, what's wrong with him?
He broke all of his bones at the same time.
Yep.
Oh no.
Nah, don't worry, guys. It's fine. He's a contortionist.
Well, he got a
He's-
one-frame backflip out of a text trigger too.
Yeah, that saves like a good 5 seconds, I think. It may not be quite that much, but it feels like a lot. Simi doing setupless Baron escape and failing.
Oof.
Ah,
You should be able
Not
to do
quite
the
far
backflip
enough
here.
forward.
Yeah. What? Why would he not do the roll and double backflip?
That only works in my experience
Consistent.
if you accidentally nudge into the trigger when you're trying to do the setup initially.
I have it work like 99% of the time, no matter
I-
how I like. I don't know.
I tried getting it working at some point, but I don't know. I was just having trouble with it.
You have
I
to
had
wait
it
until he
work one
stands
time and
up.
then didn't. I
Mm.
tried that too.
Yeah, you want to wait after the roll until he stands up to start backflipping.
Mm.
And you have to wait the backflips out or something, or
No, I don't think so. You can just mash the backflips. It seems to work fine.
I swear I've done that and I have not had luck with that as of recent or something. So
Huh.
I'm not 100% sure. There is very subtle differences depending on your angle you target and your initial position.
So right there, Simikins did mailman skip. There's just a
Hey.
big trigger there, and we can use the boomerang to do a long jump. I guess. Do one of you want to explain long jump attacks?
Oh, it's the most wonderful thing about this game, actually. You
Yeah.
throw the boomerang, and since the game assumes that you're like targeting the boomerang, it just allows you to jump at it from
Yeah.
very far away.
So you can just fly by throwing a boomerang. It's fantastic.
We used a long jump attack to get into Pharaon with Hugo earlier, but that was timing and position based, whereas now it's just as long as your boomerang is out of bounds in a void or over a void or something like that, it's you just press A and you fly to it, I guess. Just press the A button, forehead. Is that what Simikins is about to do?
He might press the B button. I'm not sure. No, he didn't.
At least he doesn't soft lock here like in the Wii version. Baachan do that on purpose?
I have to assume so. Is there some reason
'Cause
you would want to not have boss flags after this?
I don't know. Because, yeah, doesn't jumping into the void there clear out your boss flags?
Yes, so that might actually be part of the route. I just don't remember. Because this is the intermediate route, so he does Deku Toad later, and I know that he purposefully got the Lost Woods or Sacred Grove or whatever save so that he could get boss flags later before Toad. So obviously he doesn't intend to have the flags by then. There must be some reason you have to get rid of them here. I just don't know what exactly it is.
Simikins just opted to do wolf setup for his second forest escape, which is what some people think is a little more lenient or a better visual. And he did get it first try. Each of those forest escape attempts he failed was about 15 seconds, so that's actually quite a big setback for him. Still has a small lead currently.
I mean, it's like 4 minutes. Right? So maybe even 5.
That was a really fast position setup. I have to practice that gate clip like once a month because I just randomly can't do it after a while.
It's so
More
consistent.
gate
Though.
mechanics abused. That's gate clip part 2 of the run, and I wonder if they're going to be doing gate clip part 3.
Yeah, gates in this game are optional. Pretty much.
I love task
No.
gates, dude. Just bonk into the front.
Yeah. Gates
Pillar
just
clip
don't
time?
exist. Yep.
Is he doing a setup?
No.
I don't think so, no.
Speaking of gates, is Simi gonna try to skip the first gate in Lake Bit?
Oh
More than
god, I
likely
hope not. I wouldn't be surprised. But
he doesn't have to go back through it because he has Uku, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Actually, well, I think he does go back through it because he save warps after Claw.
yeah.
And, like, yeah.
You still do have to go through it twice.
Not even doing Midna lists. Wow, SMH. So basically what happens in the pillar clip here is you want to mash Link between the pillar and the wall, and then you want to basically shimmy him as far to the left of the pillar while still being in the collision, and then pull Midna. And while you pull Midna, your air doesn't deplete.
That was slick. I liked that.
Bro.
That was beautiful.
Oh, yeah. So movement, the Simikins he's got so many wild cards up his sleeves, dude. He's so crazy. But I forgot what I was saying because that was so distracting. We don't have to use Jake in this room, buddy. And he's gonna do this? No, he messed it up. That works in the Wii version, or Wii U version, but not this one.
So I guess maybe we could talk a little bit about. Well, no, never mind. I was gonna say why we do pillar clip, but like I guess if they're getting Zora armor, they don't really need to do it now. It's just faster.
Baachan isn't doing pillar clip.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, we do this now because the water level is low in Lake Hylia, which means that we have just enough air to make it to the loading zone.
Just enough.
Yeah, it's really, really tight. But I think, but we'll see from Baachan later that you can do the trick later with Zora armor if you choose to do a route that does get Zora armor. It is a bit slower, but Pillar Clip is another one of those pretty difficult tricks. So you can
My opponent
just
lost 10 minutes in his
not
race
do it.
the other night to Pillar Clip, sadly.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Very. And then soft lock to KB.
Oh, that's
Yep.
the worst.
I was
Oof.
there.
Dude, that race was something else, man.
So
The
it looks
runners
like
and commentators were all falling asleep.
Wait, what time was it?
It was 2 a.m. for me.
Oh,
Yep, same.
nice. But yeah, so it's actually possible to one cycle Deku Toad with the Master Sword. It looks like Simikins unfortunately messed it up. You have to fit 10 slashes into a pretty tight window, so it's pretty precise. But with that, now Simikins has the claw shot.
Baachan first try there, nice. That was clean. That was really
Yes.
clean. He's making a comeback. It's over. On the edge of my seat, dude. I love this. This splits name on Baachan.
Well, I mean, it's accurate, so. The split name, by the way, is Die, which is accurate because after getting the skill, both of our runners are gonna die on purpose in order so that they can get back to the start of Farron Woods quickly and like get a proper save location.
Yeah, so here we see Simikins going back through the dungeon just a little bit because Simikins needs to get Uku.
Nice. So
Um,
good.
Yeah, I love all the small things that Simikins does.
All the small things, yep.
But yeah, so because Simikins is here already, it just makes sense to get Uku and then use Uku to come back to the dungeon later rather than swimming all the way down through Lake Hylia and then going through the dungeon again. So yeah, just while we're here, grab Uku and then we can
Take
save some
damage.
time. Yeah,
Then we
I
can
guess
take damage.
Simikins took damage there.
They're actually
You wanna-
all synced.
You want to be on low health so that you can get killed pretty quickly after getting the skill, which is going to come up in a few minutes here.
You got 3 arrows? Or was that 4? I think it was 4.
I don't know. I wasn't counting.
Doing the safe
so-
strat.
Yeah, your Baachan is doing a fast strat for the Kargrok. Basically, normally the Kargrok will fly around multiple times, but
Nice break
if we
slide.
get in a good position, then we can get 2 hits in one cycle.
It has something to do with this hill and being like really close to him when you can jump attack onto him.
Yeah, the
Yes.
hill lets you get a little bit more height,
Yep.
so you can get back on before it flies away. And then a midna charge just kills the Baldwin in one hit.
Watch it decompose, I guess. Up to Sani. Will Simikins do the clip?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Baachan opted to not do the clip, which loses about 8 seconds, but if you mess up the clip, then obviously you've already lost way more time.
So it looks like Simikins is going for it and gets it.
Clean.
Very,
Yeah,
very nice. Yeah, so that saves about 8 seconds because the, as you can see on the mini-map, the cave here is really, like, windy and roundabout, and basically, when we clip out of bounds, we can just fly in a straight line to the end, which, yeah, saves about 8 seconds.
For some reason, the when you're out of bounds, it like tries to autocorrect the Kagerack to like go back to the right, so you kind of always have to hold slightly left. As you can see, Simikins is always like going slightly left sometimes.
Yep,
Or
Simikins
optimally
gonna
just
have
fly
to.
straight north.
He's gonna have to be careful to make sure he doesn't die in this Shadow Beast fight, because he's already below a heart.
I wonder if Baachan's gonna get hit for 1 heart by the Shadow Beast.
I would imagine so, yeah.
No LJA off that Keys. Wow, come on. Just kidding.
Yeah, again, for anybody just popping in, it's worth noting Baachan is not actually in the lead. He's probably still about 4 or 5 minutes behind. This is just a route difference, so he's saving some time here, and he's going to lose back most of that time later on in the run.
It looks cool right now, though.
Yeah.
Oh, we're almost synced. This is a hype race.
Yep, he did get it. Smart.
Those Shadow Beasts can be tricky. It's weird, but something that's good to know is whatever beast you target first is the last one you'll attack. So if like a beast is standing really close to the wall, you want to target that one first in the midna field, so that you don't bonk into the wall the first pass through it.
So yeah, they're both going to go back to North Faron here, and luckily there is a I don't know why you would get hit right now, but okay. Luckily there's a golden wolf right here, which is here because we beat Faron Twilight, so we can just go ahead and get the skill, which is required. The other non-bite routes have to go out of their way to get a golden wolf somewhere else, so this is kind of nice and convenient. So yeah, again, the skill is required just to do the final A press at the very end of the run.
Imagine forgetting it.
Who would do that?
I haven't yet actually, but
Really?
I don't know.
I thought you were like engaging in more self-deprecating humor there.
That's on my later to do list.
I got you. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done that. I've heard of several people who've done it though. What is Smee's trying to void? Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's quick. That's fast. That's Simikins.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's probably not as fast as if you had like a quarter or half a heart there. But yeah.
When I do this back in time off this bridge, I personally just like to jump slash.
Yeah, I guess, do we need to call an ambulance for Simi because he died? Not that you would call, not that you would call an ambulance for a dead person, but you know. I'm surprised nobody made a call an ambulance, but not for me joke there. Come on, guys. Gotta be on your game.
I am playing the game. Wait, what? Now for the best fight in the game, dude.
Yeah, so Bite and Gorge routes are pretty close together because we just assume that everybody is going to get a non-crappy King Boblin 1 fight, but that very rarely ever happens. King Boblin is he's just not a very nice guy. Baachan doing the quick turnaround strat here. Let's see if it works. You got one slot. Yeah, you got both of them. Good. That saves a few seconds.
Nice.
Yeah. Baachan has to re-enter this room here because it's in like some kind of like weird state due to the cutscene there. And so the Shadow Beast won't actually spawn until you reload the room.
Is this Jotwad?
Yes, and now our runners are going to intentionally take damage and then jump off a watchtower and die. Obviously.
Nice. There's a task strat where you can take Epona and put her up against the wall and clip out of bounds with her. It's actually like a second or two faster than going in and out the door.
Yeah, and it looks really cool as well, but it's pretty hard to do it well. Like,
Pretty
you
freaking
can do it
hard.
RTA, but it's pretty hard to do it fast enough to actually save time, unfortunately.
Your options are to go in and out a door, or to learn an incredibly hard, precise setup that may or may not even work and save a
Yeah,
second.
pretty much.
That's basically Twilight Princess in a nutshell.
So isn't that factored into the timings for like if Bite or Gorge is faster? That's
Not that
crazy.
particular trick, I think.
Okay.
Sure.
That seems like just. I think that was like kind of recent.
Yeah, I think that was I'm pretty sure that was a Mr. Misterman finding. I could be wrong about that though. The man, the myth, the legend himself.
Mr. Men.
That's right. Yeah, these basement bugs suck, by the way. They're just very finicky. So
I
there's like
will have to kindly disagree with you.
there's ways to
Simikin's
manipulate them. But,
yeah, Simikin just manipulated them better.
Mhm. Even
There's
if
a
you
lot of
manipulate
things in
them
this game that's just
correctly,
manipulating correctly, yeah.
yeah, but even if you manipulate correctly, sometimes they still do the wrong thing. So
I suppose.
speaking of manipulating, I'm gonna do a weird little thing with this bug here, where we just target him and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna join you down in this little hole."
I don't have any objections with that, I guess.
Yeah.
Our runners are still synced up, dude, Pog.
Yeah, there are a lot of like really small optimizations in Elden Twilight, and knowing what to look for can really separate the good runners from the great runners.
Something that I find personally frustrating about running this game is seemingly mysterious time loss, where it's like you lose 10 seconds to a top runner, even though you basically did all the same stuff and got all tricks first try, and yet you're just somehow still losing time.
I can relate to
Tell me
that.
about it. Yes.
It's like the phantom time loss to Nimzo's claw shot during Vessel segment.
I think everybody just loses time to Nimzo, it's just Nimzo.
Yeah.
Dash cancels up the roof there to maintain some speed.
Yeah, it's just a little bit faster than running than just dashing because slopes make you slower.
The mechanic of dash canceling is super simple. You cancel your dash, and that allows you to, because like usually when you dash, there's like a couple seconds you have to wait before being able to dash again. But if you
Yeah,
interrupt it within like a half second after dashing, then you can just immediately dash again.
Yeah,
yeah.
Bruggles, I'm
So
pretty sure the dash cancels there just to make it so that you can instantly dash right after whenever you land.
oh, actually, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah,
like it
it's
puts
not
you
because of
closer to
slope
the.
speed.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So you can cancel it. I think the only ways that we really cancel it is just with B attacks or jumping off a ledge.
Hmm.
So and oftentimes you'll see us do things like the dash cancels on the roof to help line up our position to make it so that when we dash we like dash at the edge like at a ledge just to make our dashes line up better.
Yeah, I do a number of
That
those,
was
and
clean.
oh no,
Ah, that's really
Simi,
unfortunate. So
Well,
Simi.
so that's gonna be I think about between like 30 and
50-ish.
40-second time loss. I think it's 30 seconds if you just immediately uh, go into the house. But yeah, I guess Simikins probably spent like 10 to 20 seconds just like attempting the trick. So that's unfortunate. Um, yeah. If you were watching, I think Baachan did do it, right?
He did, yes.
Yeah. So basically, if you kill the bug before it goes into the house just kind of disappears for no reason.
Well, it disappears, but its collision doesn't disappear. It's
Yeah,
only the
which is pretty
texture.
strange. But
No one luck. Sad.
uh,
We all saw it, buddy.
sorry, Simikins.
That bug at the top is really weird. RNG sometimes. You need him to get out of this area of the room and like get out further, and sometimes he'll just circle around and not move.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
I
weird.
heard.
Some bugs like just are invincible in certain places.
I
Sorry
heard
to.
Zach say there was a way to manipulate that bug in the watchtower. I just don't remember exactly what it was. But he insists if you like stand like at the bottom or
Yeah,
something,
there's like a
he
certain
just always
place.
goes in the right spot.
Yeah, there's a certain place you can stand that manipulates it. Though I I'm not quite sure exactly where it is. I just kind of have a rough idea. So I tend to like only occasionally get the manip.
Nice early Steam cycle there from Baachan. There's a whole bunch of dash canceling off these slopes in this area of the Zelda Twilight. Every time he dashes off the ledge, he can immediately dash upon hitting the ground again, which saves a lot of time.
So with Elden Twilight out of the way, I believe the next thing that we need to do. I am not that familiar with Bite Route, but I'm pretty sure it's the same here as just Gorge, right? We're gonna
Yes.
warp the rock and clear Linear Twilight now as well. So yeah, there's sort of just this long stretch of time where we just spend getting the Twilights out of the way. So not the most interesting part of the run, but it's there nonetheless.
Yeah, I was about to say it's there.
Not
It's
much we
still
can do about
the way this game is speedrun, it still is very reminiscent of like casual days, but you understand like why that you skip certain stuff. Whereas like with Ocarina of Time, you're just doing the weirdest things.
Yeah.
Yes,
Or
I too do
Wind
back
Waker,
in
you're
time
physically
equipped.
harming yourself.
I do back in time equipped casually all the time. It's just second nature to me.
It's like you can get like good at the game casually, and then like all of a sudden start speedrunning and just implement a couple extra tricks. And
Yeah, I think I could agree with that. That like
Wind Waker, you're just physically harming yourself.
yeah, they're like
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, you just learn a few tricks and you can speedrun
This
this
game
game.
still feels the most like you're actually playing a Zelda game, I guess, is basically
Right.
my opinion on this as a
It's
speed
the
game.
most pure. I mean, technically HD is more pure than this, but this one is still pretty pure.
Yeah.
I think this has
Like-
like a really good balance of like glitches to gameplay.
Yeah, I would say so as well.
The gameplay is amazing too because you rarely have a chance to put down your controller for longer than a minute at a time for 3 hours.
Yeah, that's the other thing is like some runs have like very like high percentage of cutscenes. But Twilight Princess is very, very low in cutscene
I'm looking at that
percentage.
old route of Wind Waker SD, over an hour of cutscenes in that like 4 hour
Yeah.
long game.
Yeah.
That was rough.
Even
I'm just
H-
glad that
like
I don't know. I was gonna say that I'm just glad that this one doesn't require a CS degree to understand.
yeah. Yeah, like even Wind Waker HD, like the run is I think the world record's 51:34, but even then there's still like 20 minutes of cutscene.
Yeah,
So
20 minutes and 50 minutes.
And then
Yeah.
4 minutes of having to have the stream muted so that your ears don't bleed.
Yeah. So
I don't know, man. I like that pause ASMR.
Oh no.
I don't
Drives
know,
me
man. It's
insane.
something. It's when it's bad runners and slower, yeah, it's a little worse. But when it's like Al top runner, it's so good, dude.
Jeez.
Hello, at viewers.
Oh, it's Beast. Hello, Beast.
Dude, why is Beast such a beast?
I wish I had an answer for that. Uh,
Yeah,
so
you gotta say hi to Pokey too.
so right here, I don't know if Baachan is gonna do it, but well, first and foremost,
Okay,
we skipped it
Simikins.
before as well, but there's a trigger there to play the Rutella cutscene, and by transforming into human and going in the water, we can just skip it. So there's um, a slightly faster way of getting down to the like midsection of Zora's domain here to get the bug. There's a slightly faster way than what Baachan is doing here, but what Baachan did only loses a few seconds. So, and it's definitely much easier. I don't know if Simikins is going to do it.
Well, we're about to see, right?
Yeah.
It is very consistent to get it.
All right.
With
So,
all right, early.
okay.
Yep.
Simikins side hopped a little bit early there. If you side hop at the correct time, then you will land up on this ledge here, and it's just a little bit faster than sinking down with iron boots and walking around to the side.
It's about. They say 5 seconds. My timings were about 6, but you know, it's either that or you lose 15. So take your L. 5L or 15L.
Yeah, thankfully it's a 3-frame window, so it's pretty lenient.
Yeah, if you have a good visual cue, it's not too bad.
It's yeah, it's really lenient. I like to just watch the spot where it says jump, and then once you see it, you can basically react to it, and that's good enough because the first 3 frames are dead frames or not gonna work, and then the last 3 are work. Good rupee counts from both of them.
Yeah, absolutely. If Baachan gets a few more, he can probably skip one of the chests in Arbiters. He can skip, well, the one chest in Arbiters. Simikins could do it, but probably wouldn't be as safe. You want to be entering Arbiters with close to 60 rupees. Or, I guess, 260.
260.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to enter with at least 240.
Yeah, 200. Yeah, you need to be around 240. If you're around 260, then you can save a few seconds.
Yeah, but keep in mind they're doing a slightly different rupee route, so they're gonna be getting some like weird rupees. I'm not sure if Baachan is gonna get the rupee in the Zora escort, since I feel like that's kind of difficult to actually do. But I
Yeah.
think Simi is probably gonna get it. Also, we mentioned Mr. Min earlier. This route is only possible being this fast because of Mr. Min. So shoutouts to Mr. Min. He discovered King Bulblin 2 skip.
Yeah, I learned the whole gauntlet route, and then that skip was found. I'm like, ugh. Learning things for them to be changed.
Yeah, it was especially good for HD because HD has to get Zora armor. So it saves quite a bit of time being able to do that trick.
Yeah, it gave rise to the golden route of TPHD. Now we have a horrible route. That was like amazing. That route is so good.
Yeah.
It was a really good route, yeah.
Yeah. But alas.
And now we have to deal with Wolfdash jump.
Yeah, I don't really know what else to mention here. Do you guys know who the winner of this race is going to be playing next round? Just out of curiosity.
The
I think it's
winner
Marco.
of this race will be playing. Yes, Marco.
Let's see, and
A whole
whoever
bunch of dash canceling
loses-
going on. Bug manipulation here.
Oh yeah. I guess that's a good thing to mention. In Castletown, for some reason, your movement as Wolf is so slow. That so at the start of a dash, you always start out really like moving really fast, but then in Castletown, it like brings your speed down really really far, and so it reduces your speed so much that it ends up being faster to just dash cancel over and over and over. Yeah.
These
I don't know what
bugs,
that will be.
dude. Come on. You have to wait till it's within your range there to even get a chance at it, and that bug just sat there and basically trolled Simikins. At least this
Thankfully,
isn't the Wii version.
I was about to say, lose like a
Thankfully, this
minute
isn't
from
the
the
Wii.
bug falling in the water.
Dude, lily pad bugs are even better in the Wii version.
God.
It's so good.
Yeah, so if I understand correctly, in Wii 1.0, if the bugs fall in the water, they actually go all the way through the water and explode down there, and you have to like wait for 30 seconds for the tears to come up.
Oh, it's beautiful.
We're about to fight Big Bug here.
Yes. So this bug is kind of the worst. It can be really, really annoying. If you get lucky, it's not too bad. But basically, we want to stand in certain spots on this platform here to manipulate the bug to going like out in front of us head on, and that gives us a lot of space to back hop and sort of stun the bug. If you don't do that, then it would fly up and you'd have to wait for it to attack again. But by jump attacking it before it goes up, we can prevent it from doing so and save a few seconds. Unfortunately, Baachan missed the second one, but
Yeah, you have to backflip twice to get the spacing right.
yeah. So overall, not a bad fight. And now we can see Simikins doing the same thing.
The really weird angle.
Yeah,
Oh.
unfortunately, the bug dodged Simikins, but
I wonder if Simikins is going to do the lag reduction strat after the tier collection. It's actually funny how this game has so much lag reduction strats, just like slowly here and there.
yeah, it's kind of interesting. This game honestly lags way more than it should. It's
I never noticed as a kid.
yeah, like you never noticed it, but like looking back on it now, like playing the game now, it's just like, wow, did they play test it, dude? Did they not realize that it is not optimized for the console?
Did either of y'all like actually play it the first time on GameCube instead of Wii?
Yeah, I played it on GameCube as my first try.
Huh.
I actually did play the Wii version originally.
Yeah, same. So I never would have noticed lag because the Wii
Yeah.
version doesn't lag.
Oh yeah, Simin did the lag reduction strat there. Like when that fade out cutscene, when you're facing the Friar Cannon area, it like slows down. Turn away from it, it speeds it up.
So Baachan is now going to Telma's bar because we need to get the Zor armor. So, and Simikins will be doing the same thing. And I didn't mention it before, but we have to skip the mailman here. We just use the boomerang and do an LJ over the trigger.
Hey.
Yes, very nice. So, what they're going to do is take Epona over to this corner here, and if we line up Epona in a specific way, then we can get in between Epona and the wall and just clip out of bounds. And for some reason, when voiding out here, it will actually put you past the King Bulblin fight. Normally, you have to go fight King Bulblin on the bridge, and you're supposed to use the bow.
Nice.
But we never get the bow. Yes, that was very good. Yeah, you're supposed to use the bow, but we never get the bow. The other...
Just use bombs, forehead.
Yeah, the fastest way to defeat him would be to get bombs. But getting bombs takes a while, for one, and for two, it's quite precise. So it's really, really fortunate that we have this really easy way of just clipping out of bounds and getting past the fight.
Bruggles, you've never done King Bulblin 2 with bombs, have
yes,
you?
I have. Yes, I have.
Have you? Really?
Yeah, I have. Yeah. I used to do it a lot, just like years ago when I would sort of like I didn't really do speedruns, but I just kind of like played the game fast and did speedrun strats.
Casual fast.
Yeah, basically casual fast. But
I did
then
that for Wind Waker, yeah.
I ran HD with the gauntlet route for a little while. I don't know if you remember that.
I don't remember
Yeah,
that.
we all
actually.
did.
But
We all did.
yeah, I did like 2 runs of HD with the gauntlet route, and
I did too.
let me tell you,
Let me tell you something.
controlling Epona, and having to do the bomb strat is just it's horrible.
Yeah, now do it on world record pace. It's fun.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't know what that feels like. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
Not that good.
Yeah. So basically, it's horrible. It's really nice.
Slide time. You got it. No, he
They're
didn't.
gonna-
He was early.
That's really unfortunate. So that unfortunately means that he is going to have to redo this escort. I believe it was
Sad.
about 2 minutes, somewhere around there, give or take like 30 seconds. So yeah, and right there, Simikins got the orange rupee mid escort, which is going to be important for later.
You know, I don't think I'm ever going to understand why people think that this dumb slide across the gorge is somehow easier than just fighting Moorfield.
I don't know.
I think it's just preference, to be honest. Well, if you buffer it, yeah, like Simikins did there. I think if you buffer it, it's personally I find it easier.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, Simi is good at it, but like I can't imagine that that was much easier to do than just Moorfield, which is like really easy once you know how to do it.
Yeah.
Learning Morpheal isn't hard at all.
Just takes a little bit of practice, I guess. So, yeah, basically, an Epona slide. When we do an Epona slide at the edge there, for some reason, I don't really know the mechanics behind it, but for some reason we just don't fall immediately. And if you do it at the right time, then you get just enough speed and distance to make it across.
Yeah,
And
fun.
the reason that or you can talk.
No, go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
Yeah, the reason that the bridge isn't there in the first place. Oh, that's
Oh,
really
no.
unfortunate that he failed it again. But the reason that the bridge isn't there in the first place is because the only way to warp the bridge is to both clear Fair and Twilight and beat Forest Temple. And in this route,
Slow.
they clear Fair and Twilight, but yeah, but that's really, really slow. And in this route, they both do clear Fair and Twilight, but beating Forest Temple, we don't do that in 8% because we don't need to, and it's really slow. So, unfortunately, not beating Forest Temple and means that we have to do this tough trick.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you guys know that if you could get Epona into the Forest Temple, you could actually do an Epona slide all the way across the bridge that Ook breaks?
Wait, you
Oh,
can?
for real? That's
Yes.
crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, how?
Have you hacked her in there?
It's beta quest only. Because
Oh.
you have to like actually have Epona, but still.
Do you actually just like get enough distance, or do you have to do some shenanigans?
Yeah, you just barely make it.
Huh. That's really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So that,
wonder if there's
that
any
just
other
goes to
secret
show
uses for
how
it.
far of a distance you can get with the slide, so it's pretty cool.
I wonder if there's any other secret uses for it beyond that.
So, here, Simikins... Oh. I think Simikins messed up map glitch. After we get Zora armor, the next thing that we go to do
No.
is... the next thing that we go to do
Sad.
is Snow Peak. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Hopefully...
Can't you just do rupee roll?
Kind of.
You can do something like it. You can have an opponent like back hop you over the fence, I think.
I think you actually can just do Rupee Roll if you don't have the text. but I think Baachan does have the text.
Get the blue rupee text. Boom.
So, yeah, Simikins is now going to, yeah, there we go. So Simikins is now going to Snow Peak. I think it just ends up working out that it's fastest to go do Snow Peak now, and get the ball and chain. So normally there's a void plane, somewhere in the middle here, and the game wants you to use the fishing rod and get the reek fish scent to go to Snow Peak, but we don't have the fishing rod, so what we have to do is map glitch. So map glitch is when you interrupt a warp by calling Midna, and the first thing that happens when you warp is it disables all of the loading zones. So if we try to warp but then cancel it with Midna, then we get to stay here with all the loading zones disabled, and with the void plane disabled, then we can just run straight through Snow Peak.
Let's see if Baachan can get this time. That looks pretty good. Ah, he finally got it.
Oh!
Just barely.
Oh, yeah, that trick looks really hard.
Yeah, it definitely takes some practice.
If I get a Pona slide, it's just some weird feeling. I don't know buffering or any of the other tactics.
I found buffering it to be easier, but to each their own, I guess.
There we go.
Simikins howled at the stone there, because, like I said, map glitch disables all loading zones, but we have to dig into this next area. And fortunately for us, howling at the stone does not get affected by map glitch, so we can howl at the stone to reload the area, and then that will fix the loading zones, and then we can actually go to the next part of Snow Peak. So it's really,
The game designers really kind of were helping speedrunners out on that one.
Yeah, it's really, really fortunate and convenient that happens to be there.
Yeah. So
this game just barely works.
So by the way, I know you guys think that Baachan is probably like 8 minutes behind, but you know he's about to go to Lake Bed, so he's gonna be ahead again, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I don't know where he's getting all these time saves from.
Yeah, and there Simikins did a long jump attack into the void, because normally you have to fight the shadow beasts there, but if you do a long jump attack the way that Simikins did it, then the game will think that you voided out further up on the hill, and it will spawn you past the trigger for the shadow beast fight, and so you can just skip fighting them. However,
sadly doesn't reload the area
to
like fix the flag for the or what is it doing? It's not updating something
yeah,
the map.
Basically it just for whatever reason the fog never clears, so we have to do snowboarding with a much smaller field of vision. So most people have some visual cues in the background to know where to go, but it definitely takes some practice. It's difficult to get used to at first.
It's
That's
really
an
just
understatement.
it's really just the one jump that's like that one
Yeah.
that Simi just did.
And right there, Baachan did the same trick that Simikins did earlier, without Zora armor, that I mentioned we do at that time because the water level is low in Lake Hylia. So yeah, Baachan just did that with Zora armor, which is quite a bit easier.
Simi having some problems here.
Yeah, a little unfortunate. Yeah, the snowboard of shame after you bomb.
That is such a snowboard of shame.
But with snowboarding out of the way, Simikins can now go through Snow Peak, which is a very, very cool route that we have here.
Yeah.
Lots of tricks and skips, like back to back to back. It's a little bit hard to follow, so don't blink.
Yeah, so Baachan just got another boss flag, by the way, by going back to Grove. It's that particular method is good because it gives you one flag, and you only need the one for Deku Toad, so it's pretty convenient.
So here Simikins will do a long jump attack across Void there, and then we can just claw shot through the floor.
That's a secret.
Would you say it's a secret to everybody?
Of course.
Yeah.
It's unintended.
Okay, that's interesting. Simikins was going for a weird LJA.
He was doing task version, wasn't he?
Yes.
I've seen him in his IL strats.
Yeah, so here we can do a double LJ to get this key. Simikins, oh yeah, I guess Simikins will have to LJ back. And here we are going to just clip through the floor. Beautiful.
That's another task thing.
And now with that small key that we got, we can open this locked door backwards.
Question mark?
And
Don't blink.
now we are going to sort of wedge ourselves between the Freezard and the door here and clip out of bounds so we can open the door from behind and not have to kill the Freezard. And here, just quickly to point out, I don't think we mentioned it before, but because we have boss flags, you'll notice that Baachan just looks up and is now in the fight. That's just because we have boss flags. It lets you trigger the fight from behind. And there, Simikins very quickly finished off the mini boss and can now get the ball and chain.
Pog?
Yep, very nice.
And there Baachan also got the Deku Toad one cycle, which was very, very good.
Yeah, so Simi and Baachan are probably going to be in sync for a couple minutes here. Because Simi's going to go back to Lake Bed in like just a minute here.
And they're almost synced up again, jeez.
I mean, they might be exactly synced up whenever Simi Uku's back, depending on how fast Baachan's movement is.
Wait, I think Baachan just messed up his save.
Did he?
Yeah, I think he accidentally reset before saving. Oh, that's really unfortunate.
Bruh.
He's gonna have to get the boss flags again. Hold on. I don't know if he's in chat, but I want to tell him.
You could always do pot clip. It's probably faster at this point.
Yeah, you might be right.
I am right.
So here Simikins is going to clip into the bridge here, and this will allow us to skip the boss key for Lake Bed. This is the only dungeon that you actually can skip the boss key, because most doors in this game that take you through a loading zone are tied to, like, the loading zone is tied to opening the door, and that's the same for most of the boss doors in this game, which means even if we can get behind the door, we still can't actually skip the boss key. But for Lake Bed specifically, and Lake Bed only, you open the boss door and then drop down into a loading zone below. So all we had to do was find a way to get past it, and we did. So now we can skip the boss key, which is really, really fortunate because Lakebed is a very lengthy dungeon, and it would take a very long time to actually go get the boss key. So it's really nice that we have a way of skipping it.
I
Probably.
hated Lakebed casually.
Pretty sure you overestimate how long it takes to get the boss key. Bug Limit finishes this dungeon in like 15 or 17 minutes or something like that.
That's still a lot longer than like 2 seconds. Okay.
I mean, yeah, but it's relative to like how long you think long is, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
It's all relative. The HD guy runner roll.
That's right.
Look at these guys, zero bomb Morpheals. Oh my gosh, what legends.
I know. I was about to ask. We've seen several one bombs in this tournament so far. It's very nice to see some zero bombs.
Imagine failing one bomb and it's a run. Jeez.
Who would do that?
Ouch, I don't know. That guy, that Bean Sheen guy.
Yeah, Bean Sheen.
Imagine failing Zero Bomb. Couldn't be me.
Oh God, didn't Ike also go for one bomb multiple times in the like one of the seeding races?
I
I
don't
think
know.
so, yeah.
I wouldn't be
I
surprised.
think he died to Morpheal 3 or 4 times for his seeding race. He got like a 311.
Yeah,
Kind
it
of
was
threw
rough.
off the brackets.
Yeah, I think everybody just needs to learn the lesson at this point that you don't go for one bomb in races. It's totally cursed.
It is kind of wrecked. Like, you can get it if you have like the greatest RNG ever, but like even at that point, it's just like if you mess it up, bro,
Yeah.
it's on you.
What's going on with Simikins? Oh, maybe
He just took a break.
Yeah, got up. Yeah.
That's the break cutscene.
Yeah, Morpheal cutscene is pretty long. So
It's pretty girthy.
yeah, people will often take a break during it.
So is Baachan still going to get this claw shot? Did he like go it back
He
and do
realized
Gorge
that
again?
he needed boss flags. And,
Oh Lord.
that's why I wanted to remind him, but too late now.
Should have just
Should've
done
done
pot
pot clip.
clip. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe
know.
he just doesn't know.
He probably. I mean, it's basically
Might have just
free,
slipped his
but
mind. I don't know.
Yeah, it's extremely easy.
girthy.
Like if you forget to go to Grove in this circumstance, then it's like almost instantly faster to just do pot clip at that point.
For somebody who's exclusively ran only the gorge route, this route seems like a lot of little things to remember that gorge doesn't have to worry about at all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
at least this
You can talk.
at least bite Zora armor as opposed to bite Gorge or bite not bite Gorge, bite Nozora armor route. At least they don't like lose all of their water bombs. They die before Morpheal.
Yeah. I think I would say these routes are definitely like more complicated than Gorge Nozier.
Gorge
Yeah, honestly.
ZA is just more riskier, I guess, in terms of like fail safes.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I don't think that a lot of like the strats that are supposed to be easy for like beginning runners and routes that are supposed to be easy, I feel like they're just not easier and they're slower, and sometimes like some of the stuff is just harder. Like with set up pillar clip is also just
Dang it.
one of those things, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like we recommend like all the wrong things.
I would recommend all the wrong things too, like setup lists for most stuff and whatnot.
I think that it. I would say Gorge is like Gorge Nosier is better in the long run, but like I would say while these routes are a little more complicated, they definitely have less like difficult tricks. It's just more to remember, I think.
And the RNG of Baldwin 1.
Yeah, I think in the long run, like if you're trying to think long term, you might just want to learn Gorge immediately. Gorge Nosier.
Yeah, I don't know. This is just my Gorge Nosier bias, but like I don't know. I think there's just as many hard tricks. They're just different ones. Like that opponent slide over Gorge. It's just
Yeah, I would
not
say
really
I think
easier.
yeah, I think
I
that's
don't know.
the main difficult one. And I guess like you also have the other tricks like Hugo and uh, EMS, things like that. Oh, that's really unfortunate.
Interesting.
Yeah, sometimes you can fall through the bridge. Which loses quite a bit of time because you have to go like climb back up.
If you had a bomb, you could use those vines at the very bottom there to clip yourselves out of bounds and then swim underneath the loading zone as an alternative. It's actually really, really cool to see that back up.
Yeah, that's what we used to do.
I practiced that recently.
So did I.
Made a setup for it.
Yeah, you know, just in case something were to
Just in
go wrong.
case. I do like to know like any alternative strats here,
Yeah, you can never be too prepared.
especially for races.
Absolutely. So yeah, Simikins right now is going through Midna's Desperate Hour. There's not really much to say. There are a few small optimizations here and there, but nothing really worth pointing out. It's pretty vanilla here.
One thing I think Baachan didn't get the ball and chain yet. He'll get it after MDH.
Hmm.
Yep. Not really sure why that is, honestly. Like, do either of you know why that's in this route?
No, I was just questioning that as well.
Yeah.
I wonder if it even makes a difference. Oh, it's because we don't get Uku, isn't it?
Hmm?
Maybe.
Simikins got Uku. Oh,
I
wait.
mean, you still have to warp to Lake Hylia
But
and
yeah,
re-enter
you still have
anyways,
to, yeah.
so it's like the same
So
speed, basically.
maybe it like maybe somewhere somehow like it saves a warp or something.
I'm gonna look at this route real quick. I'm curious.
That's my only guess.
I got 3 people who really know Twilight Princess, and yeah, we're still stumped on this.
Yeah, I mean, like it could also just be like whoever wrote the route just decided to put it after when they were
Yeah, I
writing
don't
it
know.
instead of before. I'm sure Simikins would know.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe we'll ask him later.
Or Baachan, maybe, Mode, no.
Yeah.
So after Midna's Desperate Hour, then next thing that we have to do is go to Arbiter's Grounds. We have to go to the desert. So we have to go up here and talk to Aru to get the memo.
Not to be confused with oh. Nothing. Come on, guys.
No. I will not partake of these memes.
Well, weren't you the guy who said I didn't want to do dry JDQ commentary?
Yeah.
sorry, Bruggles.
But like they do that stuff at GDQs all the time. It's just like just random AOOs or like calling every trick in the game spicy.
Hey, wait for orb time in Palace.
Oh God.
Oh God,
Oh.
no.
Just kidding. That's so awful. Cringe.
I think at SGDQ last year I had to do like an AOO or something for a donation. It's ridiculous. Pretty sure it was only once though, thankfully.
Thank God.
But spicy, like everything
Spicy.
is spicy.
Like how spicy? Like Minnesota mild spicy, or like
No.
Texas
Like
spicy?
Texas spicy.
Texas.
Yeah.
Ooh. So
Like
Texas kind of isn't very spicy right now.
3 chili peppers on the thing. Also, what are you talking about? It's like 80 here.
Oh, I've heard
Yeah,
some
it's-
issues last week.
Yeah, it was last week. It's Texas. Our weather is bipolar. So
It was negative 40 here last week, and then it warmed up to 40 degrees, so it was like 80 degrees difference too.
Yep, pretty much the same here. It's like in the single digits now. It's in like the 80s.
Lag reduction strats are cool in the desert.
Yeah. This is another one of those places where like it just seems like maybe they didn't play test it long enough or something, or they didn't work on optimizing it long enough. Because if Simikins were to move the camera to face forward here, oh my gosh, it's very noticeable frame drops.
It's like 7 seconds lost if you just run through the desert without the lag reduction strat.
Yeah.
Bruggles, have you considered that they wanted this area to be a slideshow?
You know what? I did not consider that. I did not consider that they might intentionally be making the game run worse.
Let's look at the pros and cons of this. So the cons are it lags, but the pros are the longer time you spend in the desert, the more cat jam music you get to listen to.
See,
You know
exactly.
what? That's a good point.
It is the best music in the game, IMO. Dude, Simikins, what are you doing? Come on.
He's going
no.
for dumb jumps. Oh my gosh.
Come on. He knows all the jumps. So does Habreno. He knows such ridiculous, small, subtle strats. This saves 2 frames. It's TAS only. Don't ever go for it. I'm like, okay.
Simi making sure not to warp to Lake Hylia, actually. Because that would lose like 3 minutes.
Yeah, it lost me about 3 minutes last night. LOL.
Yeah, so I want to make sure that I'm right about the amount that Simi is ahead here. I'm thinking this is like 15 minutes, but I'm not sure.
I'm thinking about 15-ish at this point.
Yeah. Because like Baachan still has to go get the ball and chain.
Yeah.
Just skip it, forehead.
Simi also not dying to King Bulblin 3. Very nice.
I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but every time you fight King Bulbin, chips of his horns are gone. Like the first time you fight them, they're perfectly intact. Now they're kind of wrecked, and then the 4th time you see them, and they're just completely broken.
Yeah, he just completely loses his horns by the end. Pretty
Are they
interesting.
horns or are they antlers?
I think they're horns. But who knows?
my god.
Sorry, school things happened years ago. Oh, he didn't get trapped in the burning cave either. That's good.
Nice.
Has anyone actually ever died to that burning and just could not figure it out?
I don't know.
Takes like 2 or 3 minutes, I think, before it just game overs you.
I just realized
Great.
that is now officially the second burning building that Simikins has escaped this run.
Ooh, he is a freaking pyro.
Well, he also escaped a burning bridge earlier.
That is also true. Man,
Was it burning?
Well, it didn't look like it was burning, but it was
But it
invisible fire.
yes, it was invisible fire. Man, a lot of things get set on fire in this game. Nintendo really likes burning you alive, I guess.
I guess you could say this game is just that fire.
Absolutely.
Oh,
It's like, look at all these arrows. They're all on fire. All these lanterns on the walls, they're on fire. The first item that you get in the game, I think, well, I guess it's not the first, but it's the first one we get in this run, is on fire. It's the best.
That is just accurate.
nice bridge. That bridge can be really hilarious sometimes with its collision. By hilarious, I mean sad.
Yeah, that bridge has been really screwing me over lately. It's horrible.
All right, now it's time for Rupee Slide.
Of course. We'll
It's,
just
what,
we'll just
17-hour long slide?
yeah, we'll just sit here for 17 hours to skip the 4 pose.
Just get storage, forehead.
I
Move in the
wish.
cutscene.
No, what we're actually gonna do is Poe 1 skip. So normally you have to fight the Poe and get the Poe sent before you can do anything, but shoutouts to Mr. Men for finding this setup. We can do an LJA into the sand and sort of pop up onto this pillar here. And
How'd
unfortunately,
that not work?
yeah, unfortunately, Simikins did not get it first try, but we can.
He's gonna go.
Oh, he's
first.
gonna do the thing!
He's gonna do the old post
Doing the
skip.
thing!
We
No,
can
word.
sort of get up onto this pillar and grab the ledge.
Dude, these mold worms, dude.
Yeah, these moldworms are kind of getting in the way.
What is it with so many like very good runners that just like to meme and then get 310s?
Bro, I'm right here.
Exactly. I'm calling you out.
I'll do better next time, I swear.
I mean, there's just like no reason for this other than to show off. He almost got it.
Come on, Simikins. Come on, you can do it.
Just claw
Do the
shot,
thing.
dude. Oh my gosh. There's no need for this.
I can't believe I actually ended up learning this and got... I completed 2 entire HD routes with this and the Gauntlet route. And then I said no after that.
Yeah, but on HD it's easier than this. This is like even harder than that method.
Yeah, I never learned this method. I tried it at one point, but I can't do it.
Shoutouts to SVA who did like
Oh,
bite, rooftop bite, and this trick, and Epona gate clip, and
oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, the old runners were hardcore.
Yeah, honestly, this game has gotten a lot better.
I feel like Simi is just doing this to spite me at this point.
Maybe he can audibly hear you. Yeah, Baachan's about to steal that lead.
I mean, Simi was in chat earlier, so...
Pose. You want to know how top runners can lose 2 to 3 minutes in your run? This is how.
Oh,
Just
you might void. No, I think he's just gonna keep doing this, man.
Bruggles actively cheering on the void.
if he voids, he's probably gonna do it the
Yeah,
normal way
voids,
again.
I
I'd
probably
assume.
do. I swear to God, if Simikins voids and then goes back to doing this, I swear to God.
Why is he not getting a jump? That's really odd.
I don't know. I never learned how to do this method, so I can't really speak on it.
Oh.
Close, close.
His attempts per minute are going up now. We're at like 3 minutes on this.
Has it only been 3 minutes?
It's only been 3 minutes.
Only.
It feels like an eternity. Simi, no.
Yeah, there is a reason this trick is in the graveyard, and this is it right here. This is it.
What if he actually loses this race because he's just trying to go for swag?
Then I'll
And
be
it would
really
be an
surprised.
honorable loss, in my opinion.
Baachan went for the messenger skip.
Of course, yes.
And got it. Very nice.
Yeah, so because Baachan killed the messengers, then the fog clears and he doesn't have to do blind snowboarding.
How much faster it is to not be blind. It actually does feel like he's moving faster or something like that, but it's probably just my mind.
Yeah.
Getting
I guess he can also get the rupees here, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't
nice.
take enough time.
Apparently that's why Simi is not doing the other method. He just really doesn't want to open the item wheel.
Oh, I see. Well, Simikins, then just
Oh,
try
he's
Saving
gonna
an
void.
equip, dude.
He's gonna
Oh,
void. Yes!
It's over. It's over. The commentators have been spared.
If you go back to, if you LJ and then
This is gonna fail, by the way. He
Break
needs
down
a heart.
across the sand.
possible, it's just harder, I think.
He
breaks
knows.
the
So
line.
he got the heart. He's good.
Yeah, I don't know why his rang isn't on Y. That's probably why he's messing up.
I can confirm that what Ace is saying is true.
Hey!
First try. Oh,
He did that on purpose.
no!
Why?
God damn it. Oh. What did I sign up for? Oh boy. Bruggles, you want to race after this?
Sure. Yeah. I'm down.
I might be memeing, but you know, sometimes I meme and then I take it seriously.
Depending on what time it is, I might join. At
Well,
this
if
rate, it's gonna
back.
be.
If Simikins would actually do post skip, then we could be done around 9:30. Well, 9:30 Eastern.
You like how races are set up in this community? Yeah, we just say, "Hey, you want to race?" and then we race like 2 hours later. It's great.
Yeah, it's just like the Wind Waker randomizer community, buddy. Gas-powered Pogi is so inefficient and it's not environmentally friendly. When are you going to upgrade to electric-powered Pogies?
We need a solar-powered Pogi. Oh, he's gonna void again. Oh no!
Oh,
So close.
no!
Wind-powered Pogi.
I feel like I'm learning this setup, seeing it this many times.
Oh my god, he did it.
Let's go! Alright. So,
That's how you do
now
that.
that Simikins has
Successfully
onto the
wasted
ledge.
10 minutes of our time.
um,
It's only
we
6.
can now basically what we're going to do is sort of go through the dungeon backwards. Instead of fighting the first Poe, we can do this, and then we're actually going to fight the fourth Poe first.
That is so unfortunate, dude. No.
Yeah, Baachan unfortunately dying there.
Couldn't you get boss flags and just walk into the Dark Hammer fight with it already going?
Yeah, you could get boss flags, but I mean, it'd be
It
slower.
wouldn't save time. Yeah.
Yeah.
It saves like 5 to 10 seconds.
Assuming you already have boss flags.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. But yeah, so Simikins here is going to
And Poe manipulation, Pog.
Yeah. So the Poe is kind of annoying. We have ways of manipulating the how fast it'll start spinning. But yeah, with that we have the we now have the fourth Poe, and then we are going to well, first we have to get the scent, and then as we're going back, we push this block over here so that we can quickly get back over here and not have to do post skip again. So it's just saves time for later. And it looks like Simikins is going to skip there's a red rupee chest right next to the block there, and Simikins, Simikins definitely has enough rupees to skip it. Like I said, close to 260 is what you want. So
yeah, you got to be really efficient with those 3-second time savers when you spend 10 minutes on doing the meme Poe 1 skip.
Of course.
Dude,
What's he gonna
nobody's
go
done
for
that
next?
skip since
ESS?
2018.
I'm not surprised.
Stallard skip?
They just do City in the
yeah.
Sky small key skip.
Yeah. Simikins, just do task strats to make up for the post skip time loss. Easy.
Go back in time and do Norgor, you know? On Zora armor route. I'm sure that saves time, obviously.
Of course. Yeah, definitely.
Fucking warping away if you're not using Uku, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, now that Baachan has the ball and chain, he is going to warp to
Lake Hylia.
Yeah.
I guess that explains, yeah, since you don't get Uku right away, then
I'm
not
pretty
really
sure
worth
it's the
it.
same number of warps.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Maybe there's something that's good about having Midna. I don't know.
Who knows?
Simikins should go for Death Sword skip to make up for some of that time loss.
No.
No? What do you mean no?
He's gonna lose 5 minutes going for it, and then I'm gonna be here for another 5 minutes after that, and we're gonna be up until 2 in the morning doing a race.
So
he's
right
totally
there,
gonna do it though.
Right there, because we have the we got the small key earlier. We can just open the locked door backwards. And that's kind of like what I was saying before, is like we pretty much go through the dungeon backwards. Like we come at those redeads from behind as well. And for some reason, if you don't go at them from the front, then they don't notice you. So, oh gosh, Simikins has to be careful here. Excuse me?
Fine.
Okay. Alright, and there we go. So for some reason, the dungeon doesn't actually check if you've killed all 4 Poes. It only checks the last 3 because it assumes that there's no way you could have gotten, like, excuse me. It assumes that you couldn't have gotten any of the other Poes if you didn't have the first one. So
The speedrunners be like, ha. It is kind of silly that they just allowed you to get the scent from all 4 of the Poes, though.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't understand that at all. I mean, I guess you could, like, accidentally... I don't know how you do this, but, like, you accidentally leave the dungeon, then somehow get one of the scents from somewhere in the overworld or something like that, and then not have the Poe scent when doing this dungeon, and then it would lock you out of digging the thing. But, I mean, I don't even know if that would help if you could... I'm not even sure that would work, so whatever.
I guess they probably just, like, made one Poe, like,
Oh, right.
and then put it in 4 places.
You
I
mean
don't
it's
think
the
there's
same
any way to
exact
get-
actor with the same exact properties?
Yeah, like they're
Yeah.
just clones, and so they all have the scent because of that. Or at the
Yeah,
very
that makes
least,
sense.
like if they're not exact clones, like they like started with one and then didn't bother removing it for the other ones, I guess.
Okay, Dean, are you actually practicing right now? I swear I heard a control stick.
Maybe.
Great.
I gotta make sure I beat Bruggles if I'm gonna race him, dude. Because last time we raced, we were within 20 seconds of each other the whole time.
Yes, that is true. So yeah, right there we have a very nice looking ball and chain strat to kill the Stalfos really quickly.
Is this a task strat or something?
I don't know, but it looks really cool. I really like that movement. But yeah, now we're coming up on Death Sword. I would not be surprised if Simikins decided to do Death Sword skip, but I guess we'll see.
My rule of thumb is if Death Sword spins the right way, then might as well try it.
Alright, well, we'll know in like 10
Okay.
seconds or so.
No, I think because he did the B attacks, he's gonna go for it. Because I think that's only like, yeah. It's only fast. It's I think it's the same for like.
I love that.
I've never seen that. That's beautiful.
Huh.
Yeah, I think the B
Nope, the other one
attacks
too.
are only faster if you. What is this strat?
What is going on?
Okay, yeah, the B attacks are only faster if you do Death Sword skip, but like.
What was that? Come on, man. Why?
Like I said, I love all the little things that Simikins does.
Oh, this should work. This is a really good angle. Oh,
Ugh.
I think his position was the slightest bit off.
You don't think he was just early? I'm pretty sure he was early.
Not sure.
Position kind of looked sketchy.
He's not even going to get into position in time to throw this at him.
Bruh.
What is he
Just playing
doing? Oh my god. This is a race. This is a serious tournament, damn it.
Well, it was until Simikins showed up.
Getting another pot, dude.
Oh my god.
On.
Oh no.
Yeah, so if you take too long, then Death Sword will become intangible again. And you have to transform back into Wolf.
I think that sword slash broke the pot. Oh no, it didn't. It's just the low resolution made me think that. Alright, let's see if he gets it this time. This is by far the dumbest strat I have ever seen in my entire life.
Well, I thought that Poe 1 skip old method during a race was pretty dumb, but this took
At least,
the cake.
at least that used to be fast. Like, this was never a thing.
I didn't even know you could damage Death Sword with the...
Oh god. Stop. Stop it. Ah.
I didn't even know you could hit Death Sword with a pot. I didn't know you could hit him with the Iron Boots.
Dude, Baachan's gonna catch right up, dude.
Yeah, Baachan's catching up.
This AG, he's probably only lost like... What is... I can't. Why does he not slash the sword at him? Why?
You know why.
Because it's not as funny.
Exactly. He's just trying to meme at this point.
See, this tournament isn't actually who can beat the game faster. It's who can have the most ridiculous run.
At the end of the day, if you finished 1 second ahead of your opponent, you still finished ahead of your opponent.
Yeah.
That was the setup too.
The one time that he actually does a normal setup.
Alright, excuse me. I need to go get a coffee because this is gonna take forever, apparently.
Time a coffee or IDK.
Oh my Lanta.
Oh my lantern.
Oh my god.
This looks good.
Yes!
First try. Let's go.
Let's go! First try. Alright, so that's Death Sword skip. It's very precise. Your position is very precise, and you only have a few frames to actually get the jump. And if done like first try with good RNG, it saves about around 15 to 20 seconds over. It saves about 15 to 20 seconds over fighting Death Sword. The reason for that is mainly just because of the death cutscene. Like, killing Death Sword isn't really that slow, but because you have to wait for Death Sword to like actually die and then the room light up and all of that, then it just loses time.
Yeah, this is the guy who got a sub 14 interferon with safe bit, and yeah, he was moving at the beginning, dude. He was so fast.
And
23 ms with Pharaon tears and stuff.
I guess he just gave up at some point.
I mean, he still
I mean,
has like how many minutes worth of the lead here? If they were to be on like the same pace, same skill level right now, they're now like 6 minutes apart, 8 minutes apart, whereas it was
they're
15.
playing much closer now than they were before Simikins decided to spend 6 minutes on post skip and however long he spent on Death Sword skip.
Even with all that time he spent, he still had a very big lead.
Yeah, I think that was just because of the few mistakes that the few big mistakes that Baachan made. But other
From
than
our
that,
discussion earlier.
other than like the few like really big things, I feel like Baachan hasn't really been playing that poorly. Just a few
That's
unfortunate.
typically how it goes for TP speedrunners. It's like, yeah, I didn't. Other than those 2 or
Yeah.
3 minute time mistakes I made, we did pretty good. Like last night, I got a 309 with warping from Bolden Camp back to Hyrule or Linear.
Dude.
I lost 3 minutes to that, and it's like, well, it was pretty solid. Other than that,
Yeah. So here we have Stallard. Stallard is pretty horrible, honestly.
he's skippable. I don't know why he
He is
doesn't do it.
Pretty TAS only. I think only one person has ever done it RTA.
One person, yep.
Yeah, one person, and they only did it once.
After 70-ish hours of doing only that trick.
Yeah. So basically, we're not skipping Stallard, which really sucks because this fight is awful. Really, just the first phase. There's just the Stall children can just really screw you over and either come up in really bad places or not come up at all, and when you need them, and you can just lose a lot of time. But fortunately, we are now past it. Or I should say,
Got past the Great Wall of China.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hello there.
Hello.
You're back.
I have returned.
And so now we have the second phase of Stallard, which normally you have to ride the spinner all the way up this central pillar here and sort of jump back and forth to avoid Stallard's attacks. But if Simikins does this correctly, there is a way that you can knock down Stallard before he starts going all the way to the top. And it saves about 30 seconds-ish, give or take. Unfortunately...
I knew it. I knew it. He was going to go for the brake slide and then just do it over and over again. This was the only way.
Yeah, so...
Oh my god.
Hopefully he gets this soon.
This is a pretty easy backup, thankfully, yeah.
There we go.
Okay,
So,
you got it.
Yeah, so you can knock down Stallard, and then in the GameCube version, I believe it's possible to one-cycle him in the Wii version, but it's much more difficult because we can't quick spin. Or you can't chain quick spins. But, yeah, all we have to do is just chain a few quick spins here and finish him off in one cycle. If you miss the one cycle there, it's actually really, really bad because riding up the central pillar after that, if you once you damage him certain amounts, the game puts a bunch of blade traps all over, and
Just brake slide again, forehead.
Does that actually work? Can
yeah,
you just
it works the whole time.
Okay. Yeah, okay, then yeah, I guess you could just do that.
You just wait until Stallard's shadow is right over top of you. That's my only advice with that.
I'm really bad at it, so
All right. Well, since he's officially done with Arbiter's Grounds, I have to congratulate Simi on the greatest Arbiter's Ground I ever seen in my life. You know,
I'm gonna have to second that.
there's something seriously admirable about watching a man bash his head into a wall over and over and over again until the wall just breaks before him.
You bashed your head into a wall several times?
No, Simikins did.
Oh.
There's something
Wow.
seriously admirable about watching Simikins throw pots at Death Sword.
Yes.
But yeah, I guess we are.
What didn't he do in AG?
Yeah, like
What didn't
Oh
he
my
do?
god.
Oh,
Beast
there's a
wasn't
whole
here.
list.
Oh no.
Just
So
go
okay.
watch it.
So he failed Po1 skip and proceeded to do the old method and fail for like 4
For
minutes.
6
Then voided.
minutes.
Yeah, and then he went for Po1 skip the fast way again, got it, and then juked us and went back down and did the old method again for like another 3 minutes before getting that. And then he did Death Sword skip in the dumbest way possible for like
With
however
iron boots
long.
and a pot.
Yes, he threw pots at Death Sword.
And I'm surprised he didn't do Stallard skip.
Oh my god. But he did do the break slide method on Stallord as the
That's-
backup, so.
Oh lord. So coming up here, we have Early
soft
City in
lock?
the Sky, which no, do we have a soft lock? I hope not. So basically, Nintendo is really bad at stopping us from going through walls. So yeah, we just have to transform in between the statue and the wall there, and then we can just kind of clip through. It's really, really easy. If you have never done any glitches in Twilight Princess, that's probably one of the easier ones, to be honest. And yeah, that saves, I want to say, about an hour. Because otherwise we'd have to do a bunch of other stuff to move the statue.
Yeah, I have to say it's really convenient that it saves an hour because it took me an hour to actually get that my first try. So thanks, Bruggles, for calling it easy.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I could not figure it out for the life of me.
I guess it is kind of precise. Maybe I'm just blinded by my experience.
Well, isn't there in TPHD you can't quick transform for that clip to work properly, can you?
Yeah,
You
No,
actually
you
have
can't.
to call Minna.
Yes.
In TPHD, it's more precise for sure.
Yeah, that is the place where I learned it. I don't think it's that bad, but you have to have a different angle. It's weird.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So maybe it's easier in SD, and maybe I'm blinded by my experience.
I have to say, I love how we're so exasperated at how long it took Simi to do AG, and yet he's gonna enter City in like under 2.5 hours, which just uttering that sentence sounds kind of ridiculous.
Well, he entered freaking Pharaon sub. Whatever it was, sub 14
Sub
was so
14.
fast.
Yeah, he had such good luck, and then he decided to meme it all away. Also, man chicken.
Yes, man chicken.
Come on, Jaquake.
I typoed. Dang it. No. Chat is now in man chicken only mode. Please post your man chickens now.
So City in the Sky is actually really cool in Twilight Princess speedruns because the boomerang, being able to LJA with the boomerang, just really makes the dungeon cool, in my opinion. And one of the criteria for doing an LJA is the boomerang has to be over a void. So, because City in the Sky is just filled with voids everywhere, it gives us a lot of opportunities to exploit the boomerang.
Yeah, shockingly, it is very useful to be able to fly in the sky. Do you guys know why they put the spinner requirement here? Like, what is the purpose of this?
It's
Like, why was this
mechanically cool and it
necessary?
makes sense. It mechanically makes sense. You need to do some gear stuff to get a bridge to come out.
If I had to guess, they probably just wanted to find more uses for the spinner.
It's very limited as it is, isn't it?
It's really not the greatest item, and I guess they just wanted you to they wanted to make you feel like it's better than it is, but
I mean, it is objectively the greatest item. They just didn't make it usable in good ways.
exactly.
Right? During the Stallard fight, it's awesome. You're just Beyblading around, you know, bouncing off his spine and just destroying the bone structure of a completely innocent fossil. It's
kind of
fantastic.
interesting that like the spinner is extraordinarily fast in the Stallard room, but like
Yep.
everywhere else, it's extremely slow.
Yeah, they sped it up on purpose to make you feel cool for
Yeah,
once.
to make you feel cooler. If only they made it. If they made it that fast, like everywhere, the spinner would get a lot more use.
Dude, we would just like spin around literally everywhere. You know how awesome that would be?
That would be
Just like
sick.
imagine going through this room on the spinner, past this mob dinosaur here, you know, and then like into the next room. That's great.
That'd be pog, dude.
That'd be beautiful. We should all work for Nintendo. Honestly, those game designers don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, Beast makes a good point. I totally forgot that the Uku all used they all used tiny bird spinners to get around. Also,
Oh
yeah,
god.
Simi, please.
I actually recently I got hit by a card rock during this. I don't know how. I've never seen that before. It's only happened to me that one time.
Dude, that's weird. And it knocked you out the spinner?
Yeah, and like it wasn't like towards the beginning. Like the bridge was almost done, and then it just knocked me off, and I had to wait, and I lost so much time. I've never seen that before.
Don't be so selfish, Bruggles. Maybe that bird is lonely and he just wanted a hug.
You know what? You're right. You're right. For all I know, I made that bird's day.
Exactly.
And
So
I
you
should
can feel good about it now.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, East Wing is awesome. This is the best part of this dungeon.
Yes. Lots of LJs.
HG just skips that.
Yeah, I didn't say
No,
that was a good thing, but it does.
It's a good thing because it saves time, but it's a bad thing because it kind of misses out on the coolest part of the dungeon.
Oh, that was slick. He got the diagonal jump there.
That was very, very good.
I've found personally with timing that I can get that to maybe barely even be fast. Oh, he did it. He did it.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. This game is so dumb.
Another one of those saves half a second could potentially lose several type strats.
Yep.
That's actually really smart what Simikins did there. He lowered down on the claw shot before dropping off. I've never seen that before.
I do that all the time. Are you telling me you don't watch me do City in the Sky?
Yes, not.
Wow,
I have not
exposed.
seen. I have not seen anybody lower like that before. I
I
usually
never
Literally
wait.
every time, every single time.
I just go for the 1 frame drop off because I'm fast. I'm
I
just fast like that.
Speedy
I always
McSpeed
go
over
right
here.
away. Like grabbing the Uku, I just grab an Uku and run as fast as possible off the edge, and I always make
I was
it.
about to say, you guys don't do this side hop here to like just get down immediately without grabbing the Uku.
Yeah, no, I didn't do an IL's world record for this, unlike Simi, sadly.
Also, if Simi gets hit or has to avoid it all here, he's game overing unless he grabs some hearts.
I also, for some reason, I really often get the drop off here.
I do it
I don't
almost
know.
every time.
Yeah,
Just
like
timing based and visuals, I know.
You guys are
get
just
gorge mode,
gods, that's why.
yeah.
Bro, you're just
I feel like
jealous.
I feel like not that many people go for it, but like I don't know.
Simi showcasing why this setup kind of sucks, and he's still gonna get it perfectly fine.
Very nice first try. So yeah, that trick is actually pretty difficult. There's only your position is very precise, and there's only I don't know how many pixels it is, but it's very few. So yeah, it's extremely precise. So that's very nice that he got it first try.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised that worked, because it looked like he was in a weird position.
Like, you have 1 pixel vertically, but horizontally, there's a bunch of different...
No, he's not. He's not
No,
doing it.
no, bro,
He's
no!
not. No!
No!
Dude.
Stop!
He didn't trigger the fan, did he?
I
I
don't
didn't see.
think
I
so.
thought he didn't.
No, I
I'm
don't
pretty
think
sure
he did.
He's just memeing.
Oh my god.
This mad
Okay,
lad.
so normally, well, I guess this is what you would normally do. In a speed run, we
What is he
do a
doing?
trick to to not have to go through all of these rooms, but I guess Simikins,
He just likes the movement that much, he wants to do it.
yeah, you know.
I mean, don't get me wrong. This like West Wing is really cool, but you don't need to do this. This is an any percent tournament. Come on,
Not
man.
100% practice.
Yes. Ugh.
Wow, he didn't even do the optimal movement through this room. My gosh, Simi. What is going on? I practiced the movement through here like for an hour one night because I've messed it up in a run against D3 and I had no idea what to do.
All
Kind
right,
of
well,
shocked he didn't get. Yeah, you saw that Baba. That was great.
That was like a super elongated Baba. Oh, he tried to do the Wii direction. No!
okay.
Whew.
Siri, good grief, man.
What are you doing, man?
Well,
He's
Simikins
even
is
taking the long route.
going through these rooms. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, so I'll be back.
Yeah. Why? Why? What did we do to Simikins that we deserve to have to like watch him go super slowly through this game? Oh no. Hopefully this works. Okay, it looks like it worked. Yeah, so he's showing semi-optimal strats for these rooms. It's still not like the fastest way he could do these rooms, but it's somewhat decent. He's gonna miss the P-hat cycle now.
No, he's just waiting out to reset the P-hat cycle up.
That's not why he didn't try to void there, you know that. He literally doesn't know the strat here. This is amazing. He's getting rupees. Wow.
I think he was looking for hearts.
Really? I guess that would make sense. Come on. This is just a fast casual playthrough now. What is he doing? Simi. He even, like, missed the thing where he could claw shot over faster. I mean, it doesn't matter because it's the same cycle, but, like... Locked Simi in the bathroom. I'd believe it. Although, honestly, you know, for a 6-year-old to have this good of dexterity, that'd be pretty amazing. It's like child prodigy right here.
He's just been watching Simiki do the right way for so long that he's just osmosis
Please
picked it up.
do P hat. Yes, P hat LJA. Okay, all is forgiven if he gets this. Just don't target the spider. Simi, no. Bad Simi.
Bruh.
So there's an LJA with the boomerang you can do to get across there. I think what he was trying to do was to use the P hat to do a really cool enemy LJA, but he failed horribly.
I got
Honestly,
nothing, man.
Yeah.
I got nothing right now.
I'm just shocked that Baachan has not caught up yet, honestly.
Does Baachan have claw shot too?
No,
Just
he only
forget
has
the
single,
split?
I think.
Oh, he
He
just
has
got the
single
single
claw shot.
smoky.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't
See
know if he
gets it
knows
this
this.
time.
Oh, wait,
Is he
maybe
gonna get it? He got
No.
it. Beautiful.
Yes.
That was
Beautiful.
okay. All is forgiven. All is forgiven. He got the
WTF.
PLJ.
I
Very
actually
nice.
didn't know you could do that.
You
I've
didn't
never
know
seen
that?
Yeah, no, I didn't
It's
know you could
because
do
you
it.
haven't done bug limit because you're a scrub.
Yeah, no, I haven't done bug limit. I mean, I know I've done these rooms before, but
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do a P hat LJ. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is because the only category it's ever useful in is in bug limit. Simi is just styling on all of us. Oh my goodness. What is he gonna do next, do you think? Is he gonna like try for a cool game or something? I shouldn't have said that because
No.
he's in chat.
I hope he tries to fall off Agorok like Ethernet Boys does. And gets that glitch.
Oh god. So let's see if this fan is active or not. I'm curious. I thought he skipped it, but maybe he didn't and had to do those rooms.
No, he
Yep.
did. Yeah, no.
He just styled on us. He just didn't remember, so he wanted to be safe and lose like 5 minutes in case that
Exactly.
in case he didn't avoid the fan trigger. Brilliant. Meanwhile, poor Baachan is just like, you know, he's trucking along, theoretically catching up, but he's still decently far behind.
So, for some reason, when you claw shot these fans in like at the very top of the grating, you can clip up onto the top, and then we can do some double LJs. We can do a double LJ to make it to the door.
In my first casual playthrough, I never turned on the fan in that room by using that strat. It was like 2009, and I got across that room without LJs or anything.
Yeah, I think there is a way to do it without LJs. I mean, I don't know. How
The
to do
strat
it.
is actually credited to me bringing it up, but somebody else actually took the time to like go and figure out exactly how. So, and it saves basically no time. So hell yeah. Because I guess you could do it for bug limit or Wii version, but
That was a very nice fan tower.
very nice, clean.
Yeah, this room can definitely be difficult to do well, just because when you miss any of the cycles, then you just kind of have to wait.
Bruggles, are you in like a jet engine right now?
Does it sound like that?
It briefly did. I guess it's not doing it anymore.
I apologize. No, I'm not in a jet engine right now.
I was gonna say, like, the dedication to do commentary from a jet engine would be like crazy.
Yeah, I just bring my whole PC.
Yeah,
in
it's
general.
that portable.
Yeah.
He works at Bruggles, or he works at NASA. Bruggles does.
Yeah,
Yes, precisely.
he's actually on the International Space Station right now.
Of course.
They get great internet up there. Yes, Bruggles works at Bruggles. That's right, Beast. Also, did Simi, like, actually avoid the cutscene trigger somehow and then go back?
Yeah, wait, what? Was I just not paying attention?
Bro, weird. He just keeps making this more and more interesting than it needs to be.
Cool game. Do it, do it, do it. Oh my god!
Get out of here.
Got it.
I believe I can
GTFO.
fly. He
I
didn't get it
believe I
right though.
could touch the sky.
So he got crappy cool game, by the way, which is the version where you're far away enough from the center where Argarak doesn't actually fly. Wait, really? I'm surprised.
Okay,
I've gotten
okay,
it where
wait.
Argarak doesn't fly around before, but that
So
worked.
what
I
is
guess.
the back? What does he do?
He
Save?
saves and
Save
goes back
first?
to the double claw.
Mhm.
So now they're
Oh.
synced. Dude, he
Also-
did this on purpose. He did
He
this
didn't
on
even
purpose,
save.
dude.
He didn't even save.
No, they were gonna sync up then. They're syncing up right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
No.
What a legend!
Oh, dude. What is this?
He waited
What a
specifically so they would
fucking
sync.
Yeah,
Pro
wait,
gamer.
they actually. Oh my god.
What a fucking pro gamer, dude. Oh my gosh.
I'm actually convinced he's been trying to lose this race from the very beginning, but just wanted to style on us. He was talking to me earlier about how he might like have to drop out of the tournament because of just I don't remember exactly why. It's something he might have to do or something like that. So I'm pretty convinced he's been trying to throw this entire run.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, so this is what we do in a speedrun usually. We avoid the trigger to turn on the fan earlier on. It's kind of hard to describe exactly when. But yeah, we avoid the trigger to turn on the fan, and then we can just go to the boss key early, like this. Instead of having to go all through all of the rooms that Simikins went through.
I'm just at a loss for words right now, guys. This is not what I signed up for.
Nope, this is not what I signed up for either.
Was he trying to get a heart there or something? Is that what he was doing? Trying to snipe a pot?
Probably.
I didn't even sign up for this. I just joined last minute,
Yeah.
and I'm glad I did.
You guys still up for
Some
that
drive.
race after this run?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even know Beast. They might be all rupees. So what type of pace are these guys on? Like, seriously.
I
what
think
is-
320, 325.
No,
Yeah,
I think it's
somewhere
worse
around-
than that.
You think it's
Pretty
worse
sure
than
it's
that?
worse. Yeah. I mean, like, I can check what my splits are like to see how long it takes me from the end of city to, This is like 5 minutes from here to the end of city, so that would be like a 244 city.
No, I think it's. I think Dean is right. Like 325.
So
I guess
it's
it- I guess
30
it kinda
minutes from the end of
how-
Agarok to Zand.
It kind of depends how good their end games are, because
Yeah. Okay, so it's like 40 minutes.
because they're
At least there's
basically
nothing to
right
meme
now,
on. No.
Baachan finished Stallard at 2:23:03, so like perfect run from Arbiters to the end is like about an hour.
Double for Big Fan Tower.
So I would guess maybe like an hour and a few minutes for these guys.
Dean, I'm hearing those boomerang noises.
I'm not. I swear.
Simi just got the pixel.
He did
He
that on
got the
purpose, I
pixel.
guarantee.
That's 100% avoidable. I practiced the other night on that shot and finally figured out how to like avoid it.
There's just one pixel there that if you claw shot onto it, then you don't actually like grab onto the vines, so that you can climb them. So the only thing that you can do is just drop off.
That exists on like every set of vines and grate in the entire game. It's just on the edges of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just the very edges.
You can do a trick where if you go for like the Argarok 2 jelly strat here, you need to make sure not to claw like at a specific timing, I think, because you can get stuck or something like that instead of climbing up. Like if you get the very top of the ledge rather than slightly below or something like that. I forget exactly how it works.
Okay. Makes enough sense.
Yeah. I heard that again. All these boomerang noises. Yeah, sure. What if he was just like messing with me and, you know, having YouTube open and playing the boomerang sound effects just to make me think he was practicing?
Just striking fear into the hearts of my opponents, that's all. Did they get the first early knockdown cycle?
Huh?
What do you like? Did they
For first cycle egg?
Yeah.
I figured out I messed that up last night almost, but then as I was pulling Agrak down to the ground, I readjusted my camera angle to like fix it.
Yeah, so I guess just to be more clear, if you grab onto the grating really quickly after pulling Argrok down for the first time, if you grab onto the grating quick enough, then Argrok won't start flying around the arena again, and you won't have to wait for him to like come back around to the center. So it saves a good bit of time.
Yeah, fun fact,
it's
by the way.
dependent on your camera angle.
Huh.
Okay.
Fun fact, by the way, on these phases, if you grab the tower quickly enough, Argarok will like instantly shoot flames at you.
Yeah, I got that actually for the first time the other night.
Yep, same. I also got that very recently. Learned that the hard way.
Yeah, I always wait until the wind starts blowing before I claw.
I got a 9-17 split on this last night though. I was popping off.
That's really good.
That's pretty crazy.
I had the hardest time with that split. It would be 9-17 on Midna, 9-25 on fade out.
Okay, alright, that makes more sense.
But I know the lowest it can be on fade out is like a 9-12, 9-13-ish.
That's crazy.
That's insane. I still have a lot of time saving that segment.
What is that, like a Nimzo best or something?
Zax in practice.
Oh, good grief.
Zack and Nimzo, like, they're interchangeable.
On the practice ROM?
No, like during his practice sesh, because he'll practice as if he were doing it on like console, obviously, but it wasn't during a run.
So here on Argrok, it's a little different for the third phase, or the third cycle compared to the first two, but basically we can sort of manipulate Argrok to stop blowing the flames much earlier than usual, and it's a good bit faster.
I think that's just because you go like low enough that Agrak says, well, I should stop breathing fire because they're lower than a certain point.
Yep. That's why.
Hey, I guessed right.
Yeah.
I
He thinks you've fallen because you're low, basically.
as a runner of this game, I kind of bypassed certain like knowledge because I just wanted to like play the game good, and there's certain knowledge you don't need to play this game good. Like Simikins knows everything,
But
and
Simikins is also going to get a 325, so you know.
yeah, see, so knowing everything doesn't necessarily mean playing fast.
I think he's playing slowly for other reasons than that, though.
It was a good split second time through at least.
So what practice are you doing? Are you doing lake bed or something?
Yeah, like bed one.
How
My
did I
best is like a
know?
429. 429 entering the lake area, and like I want like 423. I just neglect segment grinding way more than I should. I'm just like, runs, but you know, segment grinding is how you get good at the game for the most part. It's like really understandable as like a new runner to just like want to do the game and be like, I did it so fast, you know? Like even less than 4 hours as a new runner is fast AF.
Yeah, but it doesn't make any sense if you're like actually if you can't PB very easily.
Mm-hmm.
Like then you should just practice because doing ones is just a complete waste of time.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, doing individual levels, like just grinding city or like just a small group of areas or something like that, like I combine arbiters and city together a lot because they're just right after each other. It's, I don't know, I find it to be pretty fun and an enjoyable way to not do runs one night.
Yeah, I can get behind that as well. I think that like it's I guess it depends on the person, but like I personally really enjoy doing city. I just think it's a fun dungeon, and I think all the movement with LJs is really cool. So I don't really mind practicing city.
And I did get a gold on it last night, and that was pretty pog.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's just like those small victories because I haven't seen a PB in who knows how long.
I see what Cheetah said in the chat there. What he did there. Lego Simikins. Ha ha ha. Because this avatar
Lego.
is a Lego person. Amazing. Isn't it like a Lego chic or something?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Don't encourage him, please. Okay, I will
Aw.
stop encouraging him.
Yeah, Resident Sleeper Palace of Twilight.
Yeah, there's not really much to talk about here.
It's so linear. There's basically no tricks, and the LJAs save a second, lose you 20.
Yeah.
Are you doing tower practice now? Is that tower
I'm
synth
not.
music that I hear? Oh, okay. I'm wrong.
I'm actually surprised you're picking up stuff because my noise gate is pretty hefty.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how you're hearing this, Jaquade, I'm gonna be honest.
I just have the best ears of all time, obviously.
Of course.
You're hearing things my mic isn't even registering.
I mean, but it is. It is registering them. That's how I hear them.
Phantom Zant. Maybe he's gonna go for the one cycle.
Oh my god, I would not be surprised.
Oh no.
Please do it.
He is.
Yeah,
He-
yeah, no.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
So close.
um,
Hey, oh, he almost got good RNG at least on the
Can
spawn.
you get a phantom there? Huh, got a phantom. Ha 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 ha.
it is
Oh.
possible to one cycle Phantom's Ant here, but it's extremely precise. I think it's multiple frame perfect slashes in a row.
It is.
Yeah. So basically, there are a few different strats to do this fight quickly. Basically, like if you see how he's just teleporting around really fast, the way that we do the fight usually, we do it in such a way that we sort of prevent him from like teleporting really fast, and so we can always get to him in time. So, yeah, maybe we'll see a strat that most people do from Baachan here. Yeah. So you can do, if you just do 3 slashes at a time, then he will not start teleporting really fast, and you can always get to him in time. And then
On the 4th one, you do 4.
yeah, just to finish him off.
The alternative would be to 1 slash and then 2 spin attacks,
And then
and that saves 1 cycle
yeah,
over the other one.
Yep,
And then,
stab
yeah,
2
on the
spins,
third one-
stab 2 spins, stab 3 spins.
yep.
Yes.
You know, if this doesn't come down to Puppet Zelda RNG, I'm pretty sure Simi is going to make it come down to Puppet Zelda RNG.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't think that this would if Simi would just stop memeing, but he is, like, trying so hard to make this competitive.
He's the meme lord right now.
Oh, that was very
He
close.
almost got owned. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the backup if that happens and you get hit there is literally just to wait for the hand to grab the soul. It's great.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Huh.
Because, like, it's so slow getting back up there, of course.
Oh, if you fall. Okay, yeah. Well, I guess.
Yeah, if you
down,
fall without the ball, if the ball stays up on the ledge, basically, you
then
just wait for
it's-
the
okay,
the
yeah.
hand to pick it up.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because then you can grab the ball out of the hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Out of the hand's hand? Question mark.
Out of the hand's palm, or something. I don't know.
Wait. What happened to the platform?
He rolled too far. He wasn't actually on it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's kind of hard to tell because, like, you know, resolution and everything, but yeah. This room sucks.
Yeah, I could get behind that.
This is called the Mario room, apparently, according to some people.
What?
Why?
Yeah. Why?
Because if you fall down,
That was so in sync, Bruggles.
I guess there's platforming.
And yeah.
Oh,
No.
Really unfortunate.
Is it really unfortunate if he's, like, trying to fail? Like, come on.
Did not necessarily
Really? Are we gonna feel
seem-
bad for him right now?
That jump slash did seem a little bit out of place. But maybe he held like the right angle, but analog glitch pulled him that direction out of the cutscene. That could have been an option there too.
Not really sure why
Who knows?
Baachan waited there, but okay.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh no.
Yeah, you want to make sure that you. Okay, he got good RNG. You want to make sure that you only hit the Zant heads with like jump attack strength attacks.
So yeah, jump attacks or quick spins,
Yeah.
or jump spins. Any of those are fine.
Yeah, because you can only hit it 3 times and before it teleports away. So you want to kill it in 1 cycle.
Yes, chat is giving Simi the power to basically win this match. It's like Goku gathering up all of the good energy. Except
That's
not
interesting
anything like
strat.
that at all.
So here we have another Phantom's Ant fight. Same idea as before. I'm guessing Simikins is going to go for the one cycle again. Oh, I guess
Oh, no.
not.
He decided
Alright.
to stop throwing, at least temporarily.
Yeah, so this is the strat that we were mentioning before with the spin attacks. So yeah, you can kill Phantom's Ant in just a few teleports that way. And it's pretty fast.
That was some serious NA aim there.
Do a little roll stab there. That's nice. This race is kind of close.
Artificially so, yes. I would much prefer if this race were, like, close, and they were both getting, like, 3-11, you know, rather than it being close because Simi is throwing for, like, 20 minutes. I mean, I guess he does have to throw a little bit in Palace, but, you know, no more than necessary, obviously. Because he has the orbs, and never mind.
Oh, we got the one frame throw. Let's go.
Amazing. What a mad lad. Just press A, you know? He managed to do it.
Game is full of that.
I love that
Fun
setup.
fact.
That's great.
At the end of a run, my button counter says I have like 16,000 A presses.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
You have to press A a lot in this game.
I try to limit how much I'm pressing, so I'm not just like mashing like while wolf dashing or excessively through cutscenes randomly or something.
Yeah. You just need to count the ending blow A presses as half an A press.
Yeah, just never ever release the A button before the end of
Exactly.
the run.
Yeah. It's it's only a half, you know?
I suppose.
TJ Henry Yoshi. Oh, man. We're,
Now
like,
that we
bringing
have-
up 2018 memes now. This is great.
So now that we have the light sword, we can finally get past the shadow waterfall, whatever you want to call it, and move on to the second half of Palace.
Those were very good throws.
Yeah, Sammy's been doing that all night.
Yeah. Gotta continue these horrible jokes.
Yeah, there aren't really once again, even in the second half of Palace, there aren't really that many optimizations. Just a few LJs like that to save a second,
Or
by
lose a
not having
bunch.
to wait for the light platforms.
That was incredible. That was the best Deku Baba I have ever seen. I guess it's technically a Twilight Baba or whatever, but It's close enough.
Same thing.
I mean, it's yeah.
Same thing.
I know some people get mad about like calling the Deku serpents Deku Babas, but like I don't really care.
I don't know any of the Twilight enemies' names. They're just I never knew how to know them, I guess.
Well, you know, one of them is called a Keese.
Yeah, I think
Right.
it's
What's the
does it
Twilight
change?
version called?
Is it just Twilight Keese or something? I
It's
think
probably
still
just Keese.
Yeah, I think it's still just Keese.
Now, why are bats called Keese, you might ask? I have no idea. And you're not going to get the answer, so I don't know why I phrased it that way. I'm just messing with you guys.
Nice.
I'm taking
Heart there.
Yeah, I'm taking cues from Simi and just messing with all of you.
So after we kill the Zant head there, we can just void to put us back at the entrance here. And now Simikins is going to get the boss key.
The snipe.
And yeah, if Simikins is fast enough here, then
I think he's fast enough.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
you
looks
should be
pretty good.
fine.
He'll be able to kill the Zant heads here, all three of them, before they disappear.
Oh, he's
Yes.
so early, dude.
That was very good.
Not sure I like that roll stab, but okay.
I try to LJA to it, but sometimes you target the cags.
Oh, he doesn't know the spin strat to get rid of the birds there. It's a
You
shame.
put your you will hold out a spin attack right before the chest voids in.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know if everybody does that, but there's like literally no reason not to do it.
I do that because I watched you. Just kidding.
Ah, smart. Yeah.
So
Yeah, very smart.
pretty
I
sure
watch you on
Simikins-
mute.
I'm pretty
You
sure
can see me
Simikins-
yelling at the screen without like actually hearing my words.
Exactly.
That's great.
I'm pretty sure Simikins doesn't do the LJs here for early platform, so here I was telling you about this
Well,
earlier.
he'd better.
The left platform, so yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see Simikins.
Nice. Shoutouts to Bruggles, by the way, still trying to do actually good commentary while this run is just a meme.
Thank you.
Shout outs to Bruggles for holding this shit together.
Oh man.
I try. Yeah, so they're basically that platform that Simikins just like looked at up the top there. We want to get to this platform before it starts moving away. We want to get to this platform basically at the same time that it gets to that claw shot target there. So it definitely takes some practice, but making the cycle saves about 15 seconds. So
Dude, I did a run last night where my input display decided to just not allow me to make inputs at that moment in time. And I reached down quickly, like touched it so it would like go back in, and still got early platform, just barely, with the jump
Nice.
slash.
What a legend.
One of those things you just need to clip.
So in this room here, the you get a bunch of shadow beasts falling on your head, and they always fall in the same place at the same time. So we just memorize the pattern, and then we can get through it pretty quickly.
Yeah, this is the best. This is the best enemy choice they could come up with for the final fight right before the boss. Feels more like just a distraction delay. Like there's no challenge to it at all. Just takes a little extra time.
No, they had to like prep you with a really crappy fight so that you would think the Zant fight was even cooler than it actually is.
It's got the best music in the game. Don't knock on it.
You know, the Zant fight actually, in my opinion, is really, really good.
I mean, it is
It's-
good. I'm not saying it isn't.
Yeah, we're just saying that like it's now made even better when compared
That's right.
to the horrible Shadow Beast fight.
Yeah, it's the contrast that's what
Yeah.
makes it good.
So, yeah, one important thing to note for the Zant fight here is that really, like, the main damage source that the game cares about here is just the finishing slash of a combo. So, for each phase, as long as you just land the finishing slash of a combo, then you just need to do that twice, and then it'll go to the next phase. So, like here, Simikins will start doing the sword combo a little bit early, like before Zant fully lands, because we don't actually need to hit all 4 slashes. We just need to hit the last one.
Yeah, I love how everybody always says only the 4th hit matters, and that's like literally only true on 3 phases. The final one, the first one, and the Snow Peak phase. All the other ones actually, I think it cares about damage because you do all the
Yeah,
hits.
yeah. The phase Goron mines definitely does.
Yeah,
All right.
and like Lakebed, you hit all of them anyways. I'm not sure if maybe it only cares about the last one, but you do like actual real damage on the Ook phase as well.
Yeah, there's a specific damage phase that works for Ook that I keep messing up.
L sliding, amazing.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it.
I mean, don't take my word for it. I hear that all the time, and I'm like, but that's only used in 3 phases.
But yeah, so I guess in routes that don't get Zor armor, you would have to use bombs during this.
Shoutouts to Simi for doing the cool swimming with your short out strat that I discovered a while ago.
Very nice.
That was probably already known before I found it, but still.
Yeah, so like if you don't get Zor armor, then you would have to do this phase by refilling your air with water bombs. It's a little bit more difficult, but
He slashes so fast
So
with Zora
easy.
armor
It's so
underwater.
easy though. Come on.
Easy.
Every single trick in this game is free. Every
Of
single one,
course.
obviously.
Including early city.
That's right.
Earliest Snow Peak is free too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's why everybody's going for it right now.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, so I know this phase you definitely only need the 4th hit, and the next one you also definitely only need the 4th hit. I'm not quite as sure about the other ones.
Yeah, this phase is a little bit annoying just because of Zant hopping around.
And ice physics, yeah.
Ice physics,
Yeah,
I was gonna say.
But you can actually like start hitting him much earlier than most people think. You only have to wait until he's about like
Half size.
yeah,
It's midway through the 7th hop.
yeah.
All right, buddy.
Something like that. So
I
Midway
counted,
through
so I know that it's 7. It's like you count the first hop as the one where he jumps right after you hit his foot, and then like once you count up to 7, and he's in the middle of that 7th jump, you can hit him. I timed this out at one point. Yeah.
all right, yeah, I'll have to keep that in mind actually.
BRB, I'm gonna go practice Zant quick.
And done.
Gotta save the frames.
So,
My Zant fights have been kind of sloppy, which is weird because the Ook phase should never be sloppy.
how much time do we think is left in this run? Maybe about 15 minutes or so.
It's usually like 17, I think, from the end of Palace,
Okay.
right? I mean, it's 11.5 minutes to the end of Hyrule, yeah? And then it's like 5.5 with a pretty good Zelda from there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So 17 is a pretty good run. 17.5 is probably... Well, I wouldn't say it's average, but it's like, it would be probably more realistic than 17.
Hmm.
I'd say closer to 18. Just to average-ish. And then bad Zelda obviously would... bad
BRB
or
checking
good
my
Zelda
averages.
fluctuates it. Burb.
Let me see. My averages here are a 1743. Take that.
So, here Simikins is going to transform to human just to get the mailman trigger once again.
The third and final time, right?
Yeah, this route does it 3 times.
Okay.
Because it does it before getting Zora armor, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So now we are moving on to the Squidna cutscene.
Best cutscene.
Did you see this tech from Baachan?
Yeah, I isn't that kind of a new thing, like with Iron Boots?
What is this?
Yeah, that's a pretty new
Oh yeah,
thing.
that's right.
What?
Yeah, but if you miss the I guess the fast strat, then you can use the Iron Boots to one cycle with jump attacks. It's basically it's equivalent if you remember what we used to do before we had the like just the combo finisher strat. We would just chain quick spins, but I think it was frame perfect or close to frame perfect. It's essentially the same thing as that, just I guess a little bit easier than chaining quick spins.
Wait, chaining quick spins on what again? Sorry, I forgot.
On Zant, the
Yeah.
final phase, before we had the strat where you would do like the like line up the combos so that only the fourth hit would hit Zant. Before we had that strat, what we would do is just like hit him until he would do the like the spin, and then
Yeah.
once he finishes spinning, then we would just stun lock him with quick spins.
What is that,
I
like
think
a
we-
2013 strat or something?
Yeah, that's like a really old strat. And I think what Baachan was doing with the Iron Boots, that's just like a newer thing that we found that's like basically
Huh.
equivalent. I think it's close to frame perfect, if not frame perfect. I don't remember exactly, but like it's pretty precise.
Okay, good to know.
Either frame perfect or a 2-frame window.
Yeah, it's a small frame window is the point.
Alright, so what do you guys think? Do you think that Simi is going to find a way to lose time to make this a Zelda? Okay, I thought, for a second
Yes.
there, I thought that Baachan was gonna do Moon Boots LJA or something.
Yeah, Simikins will find a way.
Oh no. I mean, he has to throw for like 3 minutes now, right?
He
It's a pretty
could
long time.
throw horseback.
Yeah, that's technically true. Or he could just wait on the, like what he did in the seeding race, he could just do that again and literally throw the ball and chain. Also, this is great. I love this. I don't even think he's standing in the right spot. No, he's not. Simi really threw the boomerang there.
Yeah.
All right.
Rip. Bruh.
You didn't even get the ball and chain strike correctly. Ripperino.
So this barrier here, for some reason the playtesters didn't try this, but you can just skip the cutscene and then roll out of it. It seems like such an easy thing to catch, and they just didn't find that. So, but I guess I can't be mad. It's faster, so
I mean, what if they knew about it and just didn't care?
Yeah, you
It's
know,
like it's so minor. I don't know.
yeah.
Like, and they couldn't have expected the next barrier skip to like actually work because nobody would think to like try to jump slash in that corner and then skip the cutscene immediately.
Oh my.
What did he get hit there?
Yeah, he just got hit
Amazing.
on purpose. Yeah, I guess they didn't think about the next barrier skip.
So has he lost all of his horns at this point? Is that right? You were talking about the horns earlier,
Oh yeah,
Dean.
yeah. Like if you look at his head, like they are so far gone.
Is that more than it was after KB3? It looks the same.
No, yeah, it's more.
Huh.
It's like 2 seconds faster. It's very not a whole bunch, but
What is the save warp?
yeah, it's very minimal.
Yeah,
a little.
there's
I don't know.
Why is Baachan trying for the skip? Oh, good grief. That is not an easy skip. I don't know why anybody's going for that here.
yeah.
It's just gonna waste time. I think the positioning is just like very precise.
Nice brake slide by Baachan. Did you see that?
Yes.
That was
Is it
nice.
just me, or did Simi like try to bonk so that he would get into the barrier and failed?
No, I don't think he tried to bonk. I've done that before.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, maybe he did.
We'll never know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess this is the first and only Dark Nut fight in the entire run. So we skip the next one. So yeah. We can just walk around them and slash them because we can.
And yeah, we can use the ball and chain here to kill him quite a bit faster.
Yeah, but it just occurred to me that basically the way that we fight Ganondorf is the way that we would fight a Darknut. He's basically just a Darknut that takes jump spins instead of just slashes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Amazing.
Only we could
The
ball and
final
chain
boss of the
Ganondorf.
game, ladies and gentlemen. Don't give him ideas, Dean. He did that last time.
Can you actually damage him with the ball and chain? No, right?
No, but Simi spent an entire extra minute in the seeding race just throwing the ball and chain at Ganondorf. Over and over and over and over again, and I was commentating, and it was just like, why are you doing this? And of course, he didn't answer because he was still in the game. But the little voice in my head said, because I can. And it sounded exactly like that because you guys haven't heard Simi, so you're gonna have to take my word for that.
No, I've heard Simi.
No,
Well,
I know
no,
you have. I'm talking to chat. Chat hasn't heard Simi.
so
I haven't heard
that's,
Simi.
now they think that that's what he sounds like.
Yeah. It sounds like Mickey Mouse, you know? I don't even know, man. I'm sorry, Simi. You deserve a little bit of slander after forcing me to watch this monstrosity of a run.
So it looks like
I'm with Jaquade on that one. We were all put through some form of abuse today.
Baachan unfortunately missed the barrier skip, so the best backup is just to save warp.
Yep.
I actually, Jaquade, can I ask? I believe that like it's about the same to kill all the enemies versus like save warping. But I know that like on SD,
Lag.
it lags really bad after you kill the enemies because all the lights turn on. So I guess I want to ask, in HD, do you know if it like breaks even or if killing them is faster?
No, because who misses this on any sort of good run and then cares
Okay.
to back it up?
If you were to miss it,
I wouldn't
Just
miss
don't
it.
miss it,
And
forehead.
if I did, then I probably would kill them. But like, that's just because I know how they spawn and how many of them there are.
okay.
I don't know which one is faster. I honestly have no idea. I imagine save warping is probably faster, but especially with Amiibo.
Okay.
Yeah, Amiibo. Let's get Amiibo capabilities for GameCube.
Yeah, I think Baachan is trying the patented Mr. Min side hop method for this, and it's just not working very well.
I didn't even know that was a thing,
Yeah.
but good to know, I guess.
I remember at the time, I'm like, why would you ever do this? Whenever he put that out there as a strat, and he's like, well, it's like, it's easier and you miss it less often, and then of course, like, it's not working right now. Oh well.
Sometimes it's cool to try something different, but you gotta say, yeah,
What's he doing?
it's not a good kind of different.
He's like getting the jump attack and then like getting the skip and then somehow getting into the. I don't understand that at all.
I think there it didn't work. You have to. Oh my gosh, Simikins, get off of the spinner.
He listened to us earlier about
think-
like riding around on the spinner.
Oh yeah, I guess so. But yeah, I think Baachan needs to do the jump attack a little bit further back.
Oh, is that why? Let me look
Yeah.
at this. I'm gonna pay attention here.
There. Okay.
I think he just wasn't holding up right out of the cutscene.
Simmy.
Oh, rip.
No.
Game over.
Ah, Sag.
Unfortunate.
Or is it? We'll never know.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I was like waiting for the yes no to appear. So I was a little scared there. It's taking forever.
Just permanently soft locked.
I mean, you say that. That does happen. Like, it's happened a couple of times with, like, more field deaths.
Simikins tried to go for the jump slash there, but fortunately that only works in HD because of sword recoil.
Correct. Every time you say something, I'm just gonna say correct. It's
They
just
should
like,
take.
why not?
What if I'm wrong?
Then I'll say
correct.
incorrect.
Incorrect. Oh,
I'm just gonna affirm or deny everything you say for the rest of the run. It's great. He tried for Zack Strat and failed, and he's gonna try again for no reason. Simi,
no,
please.
it saves 2 seconds.
Not if you miss it as many
Nice.
times.
What a champ.
Wait, don't.
Watch him fight the Dark Nut here.
No, don't give him ideas.
He's
He
already
should have
through the
pressed start
door.
faster.
There's too much delay.
Okay, good.
I have to suggest something like 30 seconds ahead of time. Or probably even 40, honestly.
You should break slide into Zelda.
No, wait, no, hold on. Please tell me he doesn't.
He's not gonna go for it. He's not gonna go for it.
He's not gonna go. You don't. I hope
He's
not.
He's not gonna go for
He's gonna
it.
crash. Gonna crash.
He's not going.
I
for
tried
it.
last night.
He's not gonna go.
Better
for
not.
It.
He better
He's not
not
gonna go for it. No, he's not gonna go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, see, he didn't go for it.
Okay.
was right.
even try.
Thank God.
Let it try.
So if you pull up the item wheel on the frame that the Zelda text pops up there, you crash. And so that's what people thought that he was gonna go for, I guess.
If he actually crashes, oh well.
Zelda has 3 different attacks. That dash attack, the Triforce on the ground, and orb. We want orbs. The fastest that we can, the least amount of cycles that Zelda can give you is 7. But I think Simikins has already gotten some bad luck, so it's not going to be a 7 cycle.
Yeah. My motto for this fight is give me orb or give me death.
Give me orb or give me death.
Yes, Zelda often chooses death, unfortunately. Or I think I said give me lightning or give me death. What's he doing? Ah, man, if only he had an empty bottle here.
If only.
Then he could reflect the lightning with an empty bottle. Yes, that is a thing. And it is very cool. Why is he doing this? I knew he was going to do something like this. You know, it's sad that a PB pace run can die to Puppet Zelda. It's even more sad when somebody chooses not to finish the game because they want to go slow.
You know what else?
Bruh.
You know what I think is more sad than losing a run to Puppet Zelda is losing a run to that unexplainable Beast Ganon glitch.
Don't remind me. Do not. I was going to get a better time than Fino in TPHD if that didn't happen, and I don't want to hear about it.
All right, okay.
I gotta
I
get a
did the
better time
proper
than
amount of
Fino in this
damage.
game.
Oh yeah, don't you already have a better time than Fino in this game?
I do, but not in the race. So I don't know. We're gonna find out.
I think I have like 2 seconds better of a PB. I just haven't submitted it, but whatever. I don't even know if I'm going to, because like it's so much work submitting something when it's like a 14-second PB.
It actually takes like less than a minute just speedrun submitting.
No, because like I upload it to YouTube and then have to wait for it to fully do the thing, and like I also have to edit all of the title information and then go back and edit other videos that are labeled PB, and then and like thumbnail and like literally everything. Yes, Simi is at like 17 million cycles.
Yeah, I don't know what cycle, but a lot.
It's a big number.
Yeah. Like before, Simikins was like just messing around, but I think Simikins actually did end up getting pretty bad luck there. So, on Beast Ganon here, we want
Nice tail strat.
damage him in a very specific way, because I feel like I remember hearing there was another reason as well, but the one reason that I know that we do it is because it will make him only spawn one portal on the 3rd cycle, so we don't have to wait for him to spawn like a bunch of portals. And
yeah, the other reason is so that we don't have to transform back from Wolf.
Oh, okay.
So those are the 2 reasons. Yeah, if you do max damage, he comes out of the first portal every single time, rather than being like a random number of portals. And also, you can just finish him off with a B attack, so you don't have to like transform into Human Link and then do like a full combo or something.
Yeah, so it ends up being really fast.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you do max damage and then it doesn't actually kill, but that's very rare. It only happens on specific PBs.
It only happens when Jaquaid is trying to beat Fino.
Yeah, when I'm like easily gonna get sub 320 in HD in like the worst route of all time, and then I get trolled, not by Puppet Zelda even, but by Beast Ganon doing some freakishly rare thing. Amazing.
Oh.
He's throwing.
That's a little unfortunate. Yeah, so for some reason, the way that this fight is designed, for you to chase Ganondorf and like have Zelda shoot light arrows and whatnot, Ganondorf has to swing at you and miss. I don't know why it's made like that. if I'm being honest, I feel like it's really bad. Like, I feel like when I played this game casually, I really struggled with this fight because I had
Yeah, it was
no
rough.
idea how to
Agreed.
do
Yeah,
it.
they did that on purpose. This entire last 2 sets of fights are extremely easy in a speedrun, but made to just completely destroy casuals. Like, have you ever seen a casual do this final phase? Seriously.
I don't think so. Actually, I don't
Okay.
think so. But
The
like,
first time I beat this game, what I did, since I couldn't realize that, maybe targeting something at all times is not the best strategy, what I decided to do was to continuously do back slices on Ganondorf.
oh yes. Actually, that is exactly what I did.
That does
when I
sound
played this
familiar.
game
Yeah.
casually.
Yeah, and you have to space it perfectly, and
Yes.
then like also not get kicked. Okay, and it took me like half an hour to actually do enough damage to kill him.
Yeah.
It was great. So, but like this is the sort of thing. It's like if you're a casual and you don't know how these fights work, like in a speedrun, these fights are so easy that it's hilarious. But as a casual,
Du kommst
you can
sehr
like
far.
take an hour on these fights. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Nice broken
So-
text.
Yeah, that's exclusive to the German version. Keeping the text up here, and as you can see, we can finish off Ganondorf very quickly with a few jump spins. So, GG to Simikins.
I'm surprised he
he-
actually chose to win.
Gee.
Congratulations.
With a beautiful time of 3:30:49.
Yeah, that was actually the best run I've ever seen in my entire life.
I could not.
This
agree
takes the
more.
cake.
Uh,
Mimzo, get on this level.
yeah, Simikins. Is Simikins
Oh, so
gonna come
close
in
to
for
sub
an interview?
330.
I'd really like Simikins to come in for an interview if he doesn't mind, because I just have to know.
I
what
have
he
some
thinks.
questions for him.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that'll be interesting. I guess I can check the race time, see if he responds to it. Oh, is he
Oh.
in here? The man, the myth, the legend.
Simikins. What?
So what was going through your mind at AG?
First off, GG to Baachan.
Yes,
In
GG.
AG, let's see. I failed the normal post skip, and technically, it's faster rather than re-equipping claw shot to just do the old post skip method, which I then failed, as you all saw. But I knew I had a decent lead because Baachan missed on shield skip and upon slide a bunch, and otherwise actually had a really good run. By the way, like he was playing well aside from that. So I knew I had some buffer, and I don't know. Once I start trying something, I don't really want to stop. So yeah, that happened.
So is this like some new undiscovered tech with the pot DSS? I noticed it didn't work, but maybe you just had some nerves and like really this is the best strat of all time.
I'm out of practice with it, if I'm honest. Pot DSS it's not the best for Gorge Route because you have bombs, and bomb DSS is the best. But I'm not genuinely that is true. But also, pot DSS is better for say Zora Armor Route.
Okay.
Wait, so is this like an actual thing? Because I had never seen that in my entire life.
Yes, it is an actual thing.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Good
I
to
was
know.
I was sad to not get it, but yeah. I also may have had someone tell me that you specifically hoped I didn't go for DSS, which
Yes.
of course led to trying dumb methods of
course.
DSS. I think we
So-
have you to blame for that.
So did somebody tell you that I didn't want you to go for cool game, or did you decide to do that on your own?
I quietly, someone said that I should maybe do that, and I said nah. But then I was like, you know what? Let's just try it. So I stayed quiet, and I might have had a small pop off when I got it because I've never done it on purpose. So I was pretty proud of myself.
I've never gotten it on purpose either.
And so what was with the scenic route in the second half of City? Did you think you just didn't turn the fan off or something?
Well, so first I was close to hitting the fan, Also, is Baachan almost done? I haven't been watching the stream.
Yes.
He's almost done. Yes.
So
Let's just watch the end of Baachan first, and then we'll talk.
a huge
G.
Baachan as well.
Congratulations to Baachan.
GG. 334.
Well, Baachan won because he equipped iron boots, so
Ah, damn. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
That saves
sorry,
like
Sim.
5 minutes in swag time.
The scenic route, let's see. I almost failed the fan thing. Like, I didn't get the transform correctly, and I thought, wouldn't it be funny if I failed and had to do second half city? And then I was like, hey, what if I did second half city?
And then you just didn't even check because you didn't want to lose the time of checking.
So
I knew-
my sarcastic explanation was right.
I could hear. No, I knew that I got the trick. Like you can hear if the fans
Oh,
going
yeah.
or not. But I thought
if you use audio.
second half city's cool.
What if you just unplugged your headphones for that? Who knows?
Just to make it a mystery. Yeah, a mystery for everyone.
And I don't know if Baachan can hear us. Maybe he wants to turn it.
Oh, there's Baachan up there. Baachan? Anyway. But yeah, I don't know. I do like to say to people that everyone should learn second half city in the case that they fail the fan skip in a run or in a race, because actually it
You
doesn't
didn't
win.
do it optimally.
Yeah, it's been a while, okay, Dean.
Just kidding.
I might have had a 7-year-old IL from Devil up on the side just for reference.
I actually have practiced it like pretty recently. Just
Good on
the
you.
opposite end.
Because I was guilty of telling people to practice it and not actually having done it myself. So
Rip.
I go around and did it because you can't be telling people to do things that you don't do yourself.
You practiced
Yeah.
it today.
Just now. No, it was a few months ago. Or like a year ago. But I was actually quite excited. I genuinely got a bit too hyped when Baachan and I synced again.
Yeah,
but
that's pretty interesting. Well, I guess with that, GG to you and to Baachan. What a race.
I hope it was entertaining,
It was extreme.
Yeah, that was some good stuff.
if nothing else.
So
And I want to thank you three for commentating. I know, Bruggles, sorry that you didn't get to do your race. We were going to be racing at the same time, people who weren't aware.
yeah, no worries. It's fine.
Yes, thank you,
And-
Bruggles, for commentating for all three of us.
You're welcome.
And thank you for Gas Powered Poggy, and I've forgotten his tag, but I'm going to get it right now because I have to thank him. Ricky of Kokiri for restreaming, because I don't know, a lot of people don't thank restreamers enough. Thank you, and thanks DSR for having us. Thanks Baachan for racing me. And I imagine we'll be getting
Thanks
kicked
for
off.
revealing your voice to us.
Ah, well, you're welcome. I mean,
Yeah.
I've commentated a
secret.
fair amount. Thanks Baachan for being a bro. Thanks Latella and Ace and Deep Owls for being bros. And thanks to all my friends that showed up in chat to say I'm going for Simikins. I appreciate it.
This is like a great Academy Award speech right here. Is there anybody else you want to thank?
I'd like to thank Simikins for helping me learn so much about this
For
game.
swimming the sword out. That's the sickest tech in the game.
Oh yeah, that was great.
I'd like to thank Simikins for showing me the way with pot DSS.
I didn't get it. Baachan's saying he's locked out of the room. So I think that means someone has to leave for him to be able to join, or oh no, 7 out of 12. Baachan, yo.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Hey,
Hello.
GG run.
Thank you.
fun race.
Yeah, do you have anything that you want to say, Baachan?
It was actually a pretty good run, to be honest. I played pretty well, but I just got unfortunate happenings here and there. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. Simmy's helped keep me in the game, and yeah, had fun.
Alright. So, I guess with that being said, it's time to head out for now, I guess, yeah?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the restreamers to tell us to cut. So
Yeah.
Well, it sounded here like you needed a restreamer to wrap things up, right?
Yes, please.
Well, good luck finding him. See you later. I'm just kidding. Alright, everybody. Well, thank you, of course, to our commentators. Oh god, I'm so used to saying tracker here, but this race don't have a tracker. Damn. Well, thank you so much for the commentators and VGs to the runners. Of course, a big shout out to Reiki for helping me set this up because I wasn't home at that time. But I'm glad we managed to work around it and had a good time watching this interesting runs. So I guess that is it. I'll leave you off with that note. Thank you so much once again to everybody, and we'll see you on the next time here in CSR.
Alright.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Look forward to
Goodbye,
the Wolfdash.
everybody.
Goodbye.